Hey guys, Clumsy here. Welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. How's everyone doing? I woke up a bit late, so I'm catching up. Still have my coffee. Hope you guys are having a good day. Who do we have in chat? I saw Monroe is first. First time chat as well. How are you doing, Monroe? Hope you're still here. Welcome to the stream and hope you enjoy. Captain Smoke, how are you doing? Very close second. Hey, Patrick. Hey, Stimo. Sounder, how are you guys? What have you been busy with these days? Doing some more trucking? Doing some more flight sims? Have you gotten into the tandem craze if you're into trucking? Hey Tom, close enough. How are you? If you're into flight sims, have you watched Fabio's stream where he previewed the British Airspace 146, was it? I'm super excited to fly that. I haven't finished the VOD yet, so I'm still catching up. But we should get our hands on that soon. Just Flight is saying they're targeting an April release date. So we'll see. Hey Monroe, thanks for joining. There you go. I'm doing good, doing good. Hey Kyle, thanks for being here. So we have something that will make me blink a lot again today. Because we are getting into the more professional stuff even more than VATSIM. So we've been trying VATSIM out bit by bit. We're getting a bit used to it. Not a professional, not super expert yet, but getting the hang of it. But one thing that has been frustrating me a lot of times with VATSIM is it's a bit roll of the dice, right? If you have controllers or not. Oftentimes in the stream, as we take off, before we take off, the controller goes offline because there is no fixed schedule. It's like a best effort basis. It's free. It's depending on the people's availability, and sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. That's just the name of the game. Now there is another service, a professional service, a service that you actually pay for, called PilotEdge. It's this guy right here, pilotedge.net. And you have to pay for it. $19.95 a month, that's the cheaper price, I think. I think it can get more expensive than that depending on the location, but it actually has professional air traffic controllers. So that means they actually employ people to talk to you on the other side as controllers. Either these are real ATC controllers in real life and they do this as a sideline, as a side hustle, or they've been trained enough to that they are working like real ATC controllers. And I really like that idea because they're always there. They have a specific coverage, so they have an area that they cover. They have a time that they're online, and if you fly in that specific area in those specific hours when they're online, then they're always there. Then you can always rely on them. Yeah, so that's something that's fixed. I think this is this one. Yeah, so it's 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. Pacific is the time they're online. 7 days a week. They only have 2 holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas. 24/7. And what's more, they have this what they call drone aircraft. So this is like AI traffic. Because yes, you get traffic from real other users of PilotEdge, but you also have drone aircraft because as I read through these websites, they continuously highlight the amount of general aviation traffic in the US. And that's something that you can't really feel when you're on VATSIM, right? You hardly see anyone. When you turn on offline AI, it's not as intense. But apparently there's so much traffic in the airspace that they decided to put up these drone aircraft, these AI aircraft. So you have more traffic advisories. You have to really be careful. So as we load up later, we'll have the traffic radar always on in one screen, because we'll have to be aware of that. And then the ATC will also guide you. They'll tell you you have traffic 10 o'clock, 5 miles, yada yada. So it's all part of the immersion, makes it more realistic. Into DCS, nice. Still haven't gotten into it. Graduating to PilotEdge, we'll see. I'm still in the trial. I still have 8 days, 4 hours, 5 minutes. Yeah, we'll see if I get into it, if I can make the most of it. But so far, I've done something. I've done a test flight. It seems very promising. I'm going to tell you more about that soon. Sounds good, Tom. Enjoy. Take some photos and post it in Discord. Most likely, Sounder. Most likely. That's what I'm scared of. But we're here to learn and enjoy at the same time. But yes, probably we'll get told off. So they have coverage areas. They have the ZLA. This is the Los Angeles RTC, so the center area. Yeah, covers half of California, much of Nevada, and portions of Arizona and Utah. 3 Class Bravo airports, 6 Class Charlie, and 30 Class Delta. And then there's the Western US coverage area. This is why they have different prices. You can choose to have only this one, the LA area, or the Western US entirety. So it's like this in the map. Yeah, western side of the US. So that green thing is ZLA, and this is the Western US, the rest of it. And you can see the dots. Those are the different kinds of airports, Class Bravo, Charlie, Delta. So yes, it's mostly the West Coast, you could say, that is covered. And interestingly enough, if you're into ATS, look at the areas that are covered, guys. New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada, California, Colorado, Utah, Wyoming, Idaho, Oregon, Washington. This looks very familiar to the ATS map, doesn't it? The only thing that's missing in ATS is Montana. But this is like the ATS map, like what we're seeing. Although pretty soon Texas will be added to ATS, but right now it's almost exactly the same coverage, right? And if in ATS that's enough, then in Flight Sim it should be more than enough as well. It's also a very great philosophy why they decided this. They have it, I think, for 2 reasons from what I've read. One is because of costs, right? They pay their controllers, so they cannot afford to have the entire world covered. Right? It would be too expensive. So that's a very practical reason. But one other reason, you can imagine it this way. If you look in VATSIM, people are all over the world, right? They fly where they want. And so as a result, people are more spread out. So you hardly see anyone depending on where you're flying. If you're flying in India, if you're flying in the Philippines, you don't get as much traffic as when you're flying in Atlanta, things like this. Here, part of the philosophy is they constrict that area. They make, instead of the entire world is your oyster, they constrict that to the western side of the US, so that all the people that are flying, they are all in one area, and it's much easier to see, to hear each other. So you get more of that multiplayer experience. So yes, in a way, you're limited with the areas you fly, but at the same time, you get more quality, you get more immersive experience because of it. So it's a bit of a trade-off, but it kind of makes sense. Yeah. LA to Vegas. Yeah, Class Bravo to Class Bravo. Yeah. So yes, that's the overall concept of it. Now what I wanted to do today is to go through the training program. And yes, they actually have training programs, and I think even if you're not registered, you can read through these. So at least you have a guide. They have a training program overview. So they have CAT ratings and I ratings. Yes. CAT rating is what our title is. CAT means Communications in Airspace Training ratings. So it's a VFR Communications in Airspace. There you go. That's what CAT stands for. Yeah, and it's like a certification. You have different stages, and you get different complexities as you progress through the stages. But the goal is to take you through all the kinds of scenarios that you will be encountering in real life, so you know what to do with them. So I actually did already just one flight. So you can see I have 4 hours 5 minutes, because you have a free trial worth 5 hours in the network. So I've done like 55 minutes on the network, just testing the communications, if I can hear them, and things like that. And what I've done so far is this one, Cat01, non-tower to non-tower. So yeah, you imagine this, right? This should be mostly uneventful, because you don't actually speak to any controller. You're just in a non-towered airport. You're announcing your intentions. Arrow 4131 Charlie, taxiing runway 29er. Departing runway 29er to the east. So you're like talking to yourself. But it actually got interesting, because when I did this, there was someone with me doing the same Cat01 flight. So we were going the same area. He was ahead of me, like maybe 5 minutes, so I can see him lining up on the runway. He was announcing as well, and then as I took off, I caught up to him because I was faster. I was flying an Arrow. He was flying a Cessna 172, and I could literally see him in front of me, like 2 miles away. And that 2 miles is still a bit far, but yeah, I could see him like a dot, and I could see strobes blinking all throughout until we arrived, because this is like from Lima 52 to Lima 88. Those are the airport IQ codes. So we were going the same way, and I could hear him. So it was multiplayer in that respect, in addition to the drone aircraft, the AI aircraft that were flying around. So it was a lot more eventful than I expected. I was expecting not to interact with anyone during this time. So much so that I was shy that I let him land first before I tried to approach the arrival tower. So I was scared to communicate with him. But I had him behind me. I was behind him rather, all throughout. Rate your flight. I think there is, yeah. Was it Pack X, Tom? I think there is, yes. So it's like you have passengers at the back, I think. Yeah. So what we're doing today is this one, the non-tower to Class Delta. So we're warming up. We're starting off where I ended the last time, Lima 88. But this time, we'll be going to a Class Delta airport. Class Delta, Class Bravo is the busiest. Class Charlie is a bit busy. Class Delta is less busy. So this is like the easiest, you could say, of the towered airports. But it's towered already, right? And what I like about this is, yes, you can access this even if you're not registered, I think. So just to get the info, right? The right way of doing things. And then you can practice it on your own, or if you're in PilotEdge, even better, you can do the same thing. So it tells you what kind of airspace. It shows you the VFR charts of the area. So San Luis Obispo, that's the Class Delta. You can see the broken line, the broken blue lines, right? And the bracketed altitudes here. So this means this entire circle is Class Delta from the surface up to 2,700 feet. Yes, that's how we read that. Autopilot with the holds, yeah, it's a known bug, and it seems like that bug is mostly with the Arrow, or maybe with maybe TDS and Arrow, both of them have to work with each other, but yes, they'll still have to look at that. Alright, so the main thing for us as we're starting off in Lima 88 is we have to now this is not required, but this is good practice, best practice, to announce our intentions in the Unicom frequency. So as we leave Lima 88, as we're taxiing, as we're departing the runway, we give our traffic advisories, we announce our intentions, right? So anyone's in the vicinity will know what we're planning, that there is some activity in the area. And then as we get close to San Luis Obispo, You can see prior to entering class Delta, establish two-way radio communication. So it's a bit different. Class Delta, Charlie, Bravo, they have a bit different ways of initiating contact. Delta and Charlie are almost the same. Bravo is very different. But for now, it's the easy mode. So basically what we have to do when we are no more than 15 miles away from the airport, we tune in to tower and then we say San Luis Tower, arrow 4131 Charlie, X miles, how many miles to the east. We'll probably be coming from the east, so that's what we'll be saying. And then we'll just say request full stop landing because we want to land there but we want to enter there. And then we have to, before that, we have to actually listen to the ATIS. And yes, PilotEdge contains ATIS frequencies. So you can see in the chart 120.6. These are all realistic. As long as an airport is towered in PilotEdge, you would have the corresponding ATIS alive as well. So all the frequencies that you refer to in the chart, they are all exactly as what they are in PilotEdge. And that's increasing the immersion even more. So what you see in your charts, you can actually use them. You don't have to rely on a separate software to tell you which frequencies are available. Yeah, good. And then they will say something. And then, as odd as it may seem, Control Tower has used their call sign, so you have established two-way radio communication and may enter Class Delta airspace. Yeah, so as long as they read back your aircraft registration, your tail number, even if they just say standby, it's enough. They don't have to tell you you're cleared into Class Delta. They don't have to clear you. As long as they call your tail number, it's good enough. But if they say aircraft calling, so they did not recognize your tail number, then it's not yet considered. Yeah, remember, Class Delta, the only requirement is to establish two-way communication with the tower. So you just have to tell them, hey, I'm here. I'm planning to go into the airspace. And if they say standby, or as long as they acknowledge that you're there, then it's good. But if they tell you stay out of the Class Delta, then that's what you have to follow. Right? And then here, ATIS. ATIS is the recorded broadcast which contains. So it can be very basic, right? We are starting off from the very basic things, but I'm learning so much. Even if I know many of these before, the actual intricacies, the actual differences in the script, right? It really helps with getting to know how to communicate properly on the radios. We'll stop landing with echo, and then they can tell something like this: San Luis Tower, enter right base, runway 29er, report 2 mile right base. Something like that, I guess, is what they can give us. We'll study the weather later, but and then they even have a transcript, so you can have like a guide on what exactly could happen. It wouldn't be exactly like this, but it should be close enough. And they even have a video if you like to learn from a video, so you can replicate that, and that's possible, right? So this is the Sky Vector, which I've recently started to enjoy. Looks like over in the east they have some weather, convective activity, slight to moderate. Yeah, you can see the colors: red, purple. Red is for IFR, purple is low IFR, so that's not very good weather right there. But over here is where we will be, on the west side of the country, and you can see it's mostly green highlights, green edges, and then white inside, which means it's clear weather. So let's look for it. San Luis Obispo. Now that's where somewhere. Okay, it's this one here. So this is the guy, right? Kilo Sierra Bravo Papa, San Luis Obispo. And where we're coming from is over here, New Koyama, Lima 88. Now I think this airport closed in real life, so I can't actually get information from it anymore. I think it closed late last year from what I've read. But it's still in the sim, and PilotEdge is still considering that as an active airport. So that's where we're starting off. You can see it's actually like inside the valley. My first flight, I came from Lima 52 over here, where my mouse is on the left side, Oceano County. So I went from there, went into the valley, and then arrived at Lima 88 at New Koyama. Now we're coming from New Koyama, headed west, but instead of landing at the Lima 52, we're landing a bit north to the Class Delta, the airspace in here. Yeah, so this airport. So that's the plan. We'll see how much scolding we'll be getting today, but we'll try. It's a good way to learn. Coffee is life. Good. All right, so let me file a flight plan. I think I need to file a flight plan. They do have a guide for it, because when you are taking the test, you have to indicate that you're taking the test. So you have to file a flight plan and then have to flag that you're taking a rating. Locate, okay, connect, advise, okay, and then we have to tell them Cat 02. We'd like to take the Cat 02 rating or exam. Taking the rating, okay, taking the rating. We'd like to take the Cat 02 rating. Complete the flight as described in the rating. Okay. All necessary radio calls. Okay, and then it will behave as normal. And then they'll tell us if we passed or not. This is a bit, what if I failed? If I failed, then I fail. But hopefully I learned something in the process. Yeah. Okay. Good. I think that's it. And now we can file a flight plan. So the only thing we need to do is say, yes, we're VFR. We are November 4134 Charlie. Let me double check. First aircraft, November 4131 Charlie. Oh, that's deadly. 4131 Charlie. We are a Piper 28 Romeo. Yeah, and I think we have GNSS. Yes, because that's like the default, no, the common term for GPS. Because I think GPS was it US, but GNSS is like the generic term for it. And then we have a transponder mode Charlie and RVSM. I think we have all of those. I think so. Okay, so let's put that way. True airspeed we're probably around 130 knots. So we'll be departing from Lima 88 to, what was that again, guys? Oh, I will keep one window open. Cat rating. Where's the 146? Hey, Jack. How's it going, man? Man, I am still catching up with the VOD from Fabio, but it looks amazing. It looks amazing. They're still working on the FMS. No FMS yet, but hopefully by April. I would love to get my hands on those. And he actually showed like a landing, a 146 in real life landing in London City. Not the best landing, but more my kind of landings, I think. Very bumpy, I guess is an understatement. Let me open up the PilotEdge client in here. Make sure I'm not missing anything. There you go. Okay, I think we're good. Alright. So we're going to Kilo Sierra Bravo Papa. Kilo Sierra Bravo Papa. How was your stream, Jack? Sorry, I couldn't join a while ago. Cruising altitude, I actually did not see. I think we'll be going at 4,500. Will that be enough? We have these mountains which are pretty high, 5,800, the peaks, but we won't be going over those mountains. And my goodness, guys, the mountains over here look absolutely amazing. Because I flew over here during the first rating, right? The textures are amazing. So you can see 1,900. How do you read this? I think this is 212 elevation. I think so. Yeah. Maybe 4 or 5 is enough. Yokoyama is 2,200 airport elevation. Yeah, I think 4 or 5 should be enough. Let's go with 4 or 5. I don't think it's that important. One thing that to note, which is I really like because it should be how it is, they actually simulate this, guys. Let me show you. So when you say taking the tests, is it here? But because I've been reading so many articles here in PilotEdge to know more about it, but apparently when you are flying VFR, oh, this one here. Please note that pilot-filed VFR flight plans are not visible to PilotEdge controllers. So just like in real life, if you're flying VFR, you don't really have a flight plan. You're not really filing anything, so controllers don't have visibility on where you're going. So you really have to tell them. You really have to tell them where you're going, if you want flight following, if you want anything. So all of these are not for the controller's point of view. These are just for logging. So we can see ourselves in flight tracking, and so it gets logged in our account, in our list of flights that we've done. But the controllers themselves don't have visibility on it. Although I would guess they would have visibility on this one. This one I have to tick. PilotEdge rating flight, Cat 2. That's the one. Yes, 2 rating attempts left today. Yeah, you can only have, you cannot attempt twice, more than twice in a day. You have to reflect on your mistakes if it's more than that. Okay, and yes, we're doing real weather. So I think that's good. Right, file the flight plan. Good, November 4131 Charlie. Okay. You'll be on a 146 tomorrow morning. Wow. Wow. Where is Cobham? I guess that's somewhere in Australia, Sounder. Oh, I didn't know there were... oh yeah, I heard that they're still actually operating 146 these days. But I didn't know it was still a lot. It's great. Yokoyama, that's the one. Let's go through here. Now I'll have to turn these guys off, right? Just so we have the most realistic experience. And let's set it to my local time, which is 8:31. We won't have any other traffic aside from what PilotEdge gives us. So all the things that we see outside, all the things we see in our radar, all of those are from PilotEdge. Good. You saw the bouncy landing. You felt it all the way in your home, yes. Yeah. Are you close-ish to the airport? London City Airport? But yeah, Fabio is doing an amazing job previewing those. Oh crap, I think the sim crashed on me. This happens to me. This is the second time this has happened to me. Like it just stays here. And I'm not sure why, actually. It's a bit weird. Crap. It's a bit of a party pooper. Okay, well, looks like we'll have to end task then. Because it doesn't seem like it's doing anything. Has this happened to you guys? It's a bit weird. Yeah, let's stop that. Ooh, it's too quiet. Let's get some music in. Fill in the gaps. There we go. Alright, let's try that again. Not sure if that's caused by GTN, XI, or anything. Yeah, it's a bit weird. Good. Cobham Aviation. They fly charter flights to a lot of mines in South Australia and Western Australia. Ah, cool. They also do freight on Qantas freight. That's amazing, man. Thank you. Well, if you could, take some photos and then post them in Discord. It would be amazing to see. Hey Storm, thanks for joining. How are you? Not the smoothest of starts we have. Thanks, Sounder. Sounds exciting, man. Yeah, I'm watching the VOD on the 146 and I knew nothing about it before, but I am definitely interested now. You can also see I am Anonymous 38631. There's an option to keep yourself anonymous because you are required to put in your name. I actually put in Clumsy Geek in the beginning and they disabled my account. I actually had the chance to talk with Keith, the founder of PilotEdge, through emails because he was the one who deactivated my account. He was very cautious about it, but yeah, he said it's they would like to have the name instead of a fake one. And I guess it's a bit of an old school kind of thinking, but I totally understand it. So I'm working with the rules. It's the same thing, right? In VATSIM, in PMDG, so like that era of software, they really are into the real names. It's just that in our generation now that we are more okay with the call signs. You won't tell anyone. Yeah. Yeah, welcome back, Storm. Glad to have you here again. What have you been busy with these days? 1 second, you saw you less than 1 mile away, Jack. You are less than 1 mile away from the airport? Goodness. So do you often hear the planes coming in? I don't hear it in your streams, at least. I guess there are noise abatement procedures or something. But that's one of the perks of the 146, right? Because it was built specifically, it has 4 engines instead of just 2, just so the engines wouldn't have to work as hard, so it wouldn't be as noisy. I think the official nickname is Whisperjet or something like that, something Whisper. So that's probably one of the features by design for areas which require quiet operations and short takeoffs and landings, or shorter than normal airliners are. Yes, the airport is just north of the Thames and you're on the South River bank. So you are separated by the river, so you see the planes going in and out. Oh my goodness, take some videos, Jack. What have you been doing? Take some videos and post them in Discord. That's amazing. You know, I am actually willing to pay a hotel. We have a hotel here in Singapore that is right on the airport, and they have some kind of special room where you have a viewing area of the runway, so you actually see aircraft taking off and landing. And I was willing to pay for that, and I still am. Maybe when the traffic picks up again, I'll invite Mrs. Clumsy. We'll book a night there. But yeah, that's something that I would gladly pay for. But if you'll give it for free, then of course I'll. If you share it for free, then of course I'll gladly accept. Damn time zones! Oh my goodness. Are you in Europe? Do you guys have physical classes now? Okay, let's see. Second time's a charm, hopefully. Lima 88 Yokoyama. There it is. Start off somewhere here. Okay. Off. Timing wise. And I want to try something later. Okay, that should be good. Live weather. Good. Let's see if this one works. Okay, that I think came through. Yeah, if it was like if the fade in, if it came in and it didn't finish, yeah, somehow that's where the bug is. But here I think it's working, and it should not be that long. 5 billion pounds. I still owe you from that farm sim, for those farm sim services. There you go, Yokoyama. Anyone familiar with this area of the country? Anyone been here before? Anyone from here? The West Coast? Norway. Oh my goodness, Norway. Yeah, in the episode later in TS2, we arrived in... How do you pronounce it? Is it Tromsø? But yes, we saw the beautiful, very unique looking church, the bridge, and the airport. No fly zone was you. Jack Spanner out sunning by the pool. You saw him. It's relaxing. Oh, this is a very relaxing music. Cool. Alright. Good. Now what I wanted to try actually, guys, and I'm not sure if I'll regret it. We'll see, okay. Do a bit of a technical experiment before we start. Because I actually toned down my terrain level of detail, but I found that I had a hard time spotting airports from farther away because they were rendered later. And when you're flying VFR, it's important to just spot the airport as far as possible, right? So I want to increase the terrain level of detail again, but I'm not sure if that will affect my FPS. So let's see how much. So right now we're at hovering around 60. If we increase that, this is one of the biggest hogs of FPS, especially on the CPU side. So if I put that to 200, let's see. Yeah, I lost like 5 FPS. And this is a very lightly covered area. But I think it's okay. I think we can afford that loss in the FPS as long as we get more detail, right? Should still be in the 50s, so we're okay. And yes, we have live weather. The indication I have that we have live weather is this one. Right, this is, I think, introduced in Sim Update 8, where even if you have clear skies, you have those like what some call popcorn clouds. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's realistic, but it is a good way to know if you really have live weather or it didn't load at all. So yeah, even if it's clear, you have those popcorn clouds. I don't mind it. Okay, so we don't need pushback. There's the runway. It's a very thin runway. We'll have to check where the winds are coming from. Maybe we can depart from runway 01. We'll see. You live in Tromsø. Oh, amazing. Amazing. Yeah, I was surprised when I saw the church. It looks very, very unique. Because I saw the church when I was flying over it in Flight Sim. And it's like, wow, very edgy, very unique shapes. But seeing it from the ground in Truck Sim, very nice. Alright, let's go ahead and go through the checklist to be sure. Hey, Kevo. Northern Washington to Central California. Wow, then you would benefit very much from PilotEdge. Your entire area is covered. Parking brake is set. Gear is down. Avionics are off. Mixture is lean. Magnetos are off. Let's double check. Yes, indeed. Battery switch, let's turn that on. Let's double check that the avionics turns on. Oi. Okay, there you go. Sometimes the avionics doesn't work. So I have to make sure that they both power on. Good. Battery switch is on. Yes, fuel quantity is mostly half and half. I think it should be enough. The left tank is more used than the right. So we should go to the right tank first. Annunciator panel, yes, so everything is lit up. I won't turn off the batteries anymore. Check the controls. They're free. Are they correct? Double check left, right, left, pull, push. Looks good. All right. And then flaps are retracted indeed. Okay, that aligns if I extend them. Yeah, working fine. Trim. Neutral. Looks good. Hey, Scotsman. Thanks for 16 months, man. Appreciate it. First? You grew up outside the US though. Close enough, man. Well, same here. I also grew up outside the US and still outside the US. A bit too outside, maybe. Alright. Exterior walk around. We've done that a while ago. Let's pretend that we did. Circuit breakers are in. Alternate air is off. That's this one right here. Prop RPM lever is maxed. Hey, Maxwell. Thanks for joining. How are you? Hey, Elliot. Thanks for following. Welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far, although not much activity yet, but we'll get there soon enough. And you'll see me blinking like crazy again. Alright, first bro indeed. Thanks for subbing, Scottson. Thanks for the resub. Appreciate it. GG. 1 second, did I miss some messages? Send a photo of the church. Oh yes, that was amazing. Yes, that will be amazing. That will be great, Storm. Thanks. Okay, throttle open, half an inch. Let's open the alternator, the beacons. Get the nav lights on as well. Good. Get the boost pump in. We'll prime the fuel. Fuel pressure on. Fuel flow rises. Couple of seconds. That should be good enough to prime the engine. Alright. Clear prop. The weakest clear prop shout ever. We are good. 1500 on the RPM. We have oil pressure. Oil temperature is still cold. We'll wait for that to get a bit hotter in a bit. Shouldn't take long. But that is looking good. Alright, so let's go through here. Expired. That's just the way it is with the Garmin trainer. A few months older than usual. Good. Alright, so we'll start from here. And we'll go to Kilo Sierra
TOS system test okay.
Bravo Papa San Luis. Right, I think. I hope I got that right. Yeah. San Luis Obispo. You can see it's colored blue as opposed to the magenta where we're coming from. This is what we talked about last time because a blue one indicates it's a towered airport and a magenta one means it's an untowered airport. And you can see the surroundings in the area which indicate it's a class Delta from the surface to 2700. We can also click that. Right? Class Delta from the surface to 2700. Nice. Very nice with the GTN XI. Elevation 212 feet. We have procedures. Runways 0725 or 1129er. Probably this one is what will they assign to us. This is the bigger runway. Depending on the winds. Okay. Cool. The clumsiness is seeping in. Good. Alright, so over here also get something. Light plan. Let's plug that in here as well just for completeness sake. There we go. Now, as I mentioned a while ago, because of all the traffic in PilotEdge, we're actually going to be staying a lot in this view right here. Just so I have an idea where we will be coming from. Alright, so let's connect to the PilotEdge client. 1 second. Let me do checks here. Landing lights later. Avionics are on. Yeah, we have to set the radios now, so I'll connect to PilotEdge. November 4131 Charlie, Papa 28 Romeo, connect. Unable to connect to the simulator. Well, that's pretty crappy. 1 second. Might have to restart the client because it crashed a while ago. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, connected to the sim, it says. Alright, we're connected. We're connected. We should see some traffic in here. If we zoom out maybe. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Oh, nothing here in the vicinity. Interesting. Okay. But yes, we are logged into the network now. We should see the frequencies in here. Multicom 122.9. Okay. In the center frequency, there's traffic. Yeah, there's traffic right there. I would like to tune into center over here in this area just to get an idea of what could be happening, just so we get some ATC action. But how do we know the center frequency there? Center 119050. Let's try that out. 11905. They also want us to be monitoring the guard frequency 1 to 1.5. I think that's for emergencies. I think in real life they do that too, that you always monitor 1 to 1.5. Yeah, probably. Okay, Los Angeles ACC. So that's center frequency. So we'll probably hear something from there later. Oh, and what we can do actually, this is pretty cool. There is a test frequency 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if we do that here too, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Transfer. If I speak into this, I should hear myself on the other frequency. So it's like a readback, auto readback. So let's test it. Radio check.
Radio check.
That's us. Arrow
Arrow
4131
Charlie.
Pretty cool, right? So you can hear yourself. So you can radio check on your own. Good. Yeah, nice tool. And it has that radio sound effect. It's really cool. Hey Rox, thanks for following. Alright, we're getting bit by bit. We're getting ready bit by bit. Radios are set. Let's set that to center frequency again. Let's tune in there for now, just so we hear something. And do I enable that thing again? I think I'll enable it. The one where I speak, the ATC volume goes down. The auto ducking, let's set that too. Radios are set. Transponder, we want VFR. Right. Should we enable ground already? I think we will. Yes. Good. Altimeter in this area. Let's have a look. There is no METAR here in the area. Lima 88. So the closest thing would be... Yeah, I think the closest thing would be this one. Santa Maria. Santa Maria would be... Well, it's a bit small text, isn't it? 3007. Okay, and then we'll see if that checks with the altitude of the airport. 3007 should be 2200. Okay, 3007, something like that. Oh, that's perfect. 2200 feet. Nice. So that works. There you go. All right, altimeters are checked. Heading runway would be 01 or 28. Winds are coming from 01, right? Oh, actually 10, my bad. 10. Winds are a bit crosswind but minimal, so I think runway 10 is what we'll be using. So 10 would be that one. Wait, what? 1 second. Getting confused. 10 is 100 degrees. There. Okay. And the track you want is 279er for later after we take off. So that's this one, 280 minus 1, 279er, somewhere around there. So it looks like we'll be departing from runway 10, right, this way, heading. And then we'll be turning right or left, either way, towards our desired track. Just to get an idea of our our plan. So when we announce later, we are departing to the west. Okay, hey Rox, thanks for following again. I'm doing good, I'm a bit nervous, so you'll see me blinking a lot. That's why I tend to that's my defense mechanism. But yeah, I tend to be very blinky when I get stressed out, and later I think I will get stressed out, so we'll see. All right, let's release the parking brake, see if we're moving. We are. Now before we do anything else, I think let's do our ground check here before we taxi, because the taxi is very short. It's just that way, and then that's the runway already. We'll test the flight instruments later. Let's do our ground check first. So let's that to 2000 RPM. I have the brakes on, but let's double check that we're not moving. Okay, good. So parking brake is set, mixture is rich, prop RPM is max RPM, throttle's 2000 RPM. Okay, let's test the magnetos from both to left. We see the drop in RPM, drop in fuel flow. Go back to both, it goes back to normal. Let's go to the right one this time. Yeah, same. And then this time let's go from left to right to left to both. Looking good. Alright, vacuum gauge is checked around 4.9. Oil pressure, temperature all in the green, and temperature has risen now. Very nice. Ammeter, we see the load on the battery, that's good. And we see the annunciators are working. Let's exercise the propeller. Just a very quick one just to see if it works with controlling the RPM, and one more for good measure. Nice. Alternate air is off, aux boost pump is off because we want to check the fuel pressure without any aid in the electric fuel pump. Good. And now we'll test the engine idle, so we'll pull back here all the way, see how low the revs will go. Looking good. 800 RPM. Oh, that's actually going lower, 700. First time I've seen that go that low. Very nice. Okay, and then 1200. I wonder what changed. That's very nice. Good. All right, we're ready. Okay, shall we announce? Let me make sure I'm in the right frequency. There we go. 522 588 mult. Good thing we have that kind of thing there with the, it tells you where you are. They say it tells you which frequency you're tuned in. Okay, so what do we say? This is Nukuyama, so it's Nukuyama traffic, and then we're taxiing. Okay, let's do it. Nukuyama traffic, arrow 4131 Charlie, taxiing runway 10 Nukuyama. Alright, good. Too bad there is no one else here in the vicinity, but I'm sure there will be somewhere nearby. Let's double check the VFR chart here. I don't think there's anything fancy. Yeah, no restricted areas on the way, so that's good. Very clear weather, so perfect for flying like this. Did I say runway 10, guys? I think I should have. Okay, let's do our before takeoff checks. Battery is on. Alternator, strobe lights, let's turn that on. Landing lights, boost pump. Fuel selector, start the timer here. Every 15 minutes we'll switch. And I have a scheduled message over here to do that as well for me. Let's reset the timer every 15 minutes. We have a high-tech timer. Engine gauges, we'll check that later as we put power on the engine. Mixture will be full rich. RPM max RPM flaps are retracted. Rims are neutral. Cabin door is closed and latched. Okay, good. We are ready for takeoff. Hold short here, and then we'll announce again, and then we'll go. Nukuyama traffic, arrow 4131 Charlie, departing runway 10 to the west at 4,500 feet, Nukuyama. That should be good. Right. Final is clear. Runway is clear. Let's line up here. Good. Alright. Line up. I see runway 10. Heading is aligned. Okay, good. Holding the brakes. Applying power. Who's going? Have a good night, Storm. Oil pressure, all temperature, on the green. Okay, we're good. Wind's coming from the left. Bit of aileron deflection. Man, we are so slow. Look at how slow the airspeed is building. Because we are pretty high, 2,200 feet up. But the airspeed's alive. And we are almost 70 knots. There you go. Goodness. Positive rate. Have the brakes. Gear up. Keep on this heading for a while until we reach around 2,600, and then we'll do a right turn. Beautiful area. Mountains all over, guys. You'll see later. We will be inside the valley. 2,600. There we go. Start our right turn. Yeah, our performance is a bit less because we are a bit higher. We're not at sea level. Have a good night, Storm. We'll be waiting for those pics. Stay safe. And hope I catch you again next time. Alright. Looking good. The terrain is climbing a bit here as we get closer to the mountain, so we won't be lingering around in this area. Hey, Game Theorist, yes. Yes, PilotEdge. Doing VFR flight, well, we're doing the Cat 2 rating. This is the VFR rating in PilotEdge. Just the second one though. So, starting it off easy for now. Right, looking good. Let's get a bit of right rudder trim. Nice. And let's get back on track. So let's see. Lima 88, I think it should be right below us. Let's look outside. Yeah, there's the airport. Let's do a final announcement, I guess. Yokoyama traffic, Arrow 4131 Charlie. Departed the area to the west. Final call, Yokoyama. I guess something like that, I'm not really sure. And then let's switch now to center frequency. And let's see if we hear others as we are along the way. Hey, Gamaste. Hi, Manuel. How are you guys doing? Glad to see you here. I need all the support I can get. Oh, there it is, the mountains. Alright, 4,500. Let's pull back on the power. Start trimming it out. Start pulling back on the RPM as well. We want that steady hum, 2,200 on the RPM. Like so. There you go. Weather looks pretty calm. 6 knots coming from the right, so we might be getting some downdrafts. Oh, that is so cool. They say that it's actually simulated, guys. You hear a lot of static because they say that the frequencies are actually affected by the mountains, by the terrain. So depending on where the frequency you're tuned in is based, if the terrain in between you and the frequency base is a bit rough, like mountains and whatnot, you'll actually not hear it as good. It's very nice, and that seemed like it, right? You could hardly hear the controller. Okay, pulling back on the mixture here. Just looking for the peak. Let me show you better. Here's the peak. 100 degrees rich of peak. That's our power setting. Yes, exactly. It also depends on your altitude, Team Theorist. It's also a factor. And how covered you are with the mountains, I think. Hey, Alex. How are you doing, man? Hope you're doing fine. Thanks. Glad you could join today. Turn off the fuel pump. You can turn off the landing lights. No traffic. Great to hear, man. How's the foot doing? Doing more walking? Very good. Now, like it says ETA or ETE is 20 minutes to the airport. That looks pretty good to me. And looks like the terrain here is getting higher. So let me just turn on the terrain warning in here just in case we're... Yeah, if you look closer, there's actually an area where it gets yellow, so we get pretty close. So I think what I'll do is I'll look for a waypoint. Yeah, I think this one will be good. Stop by Winner in here just to... Or maybe TC, that one also, just to stay away from that yellow area. Yeah, let's do it like that. Right. So our track will still be 279er. Yeah, that's about it. That looks good. Walking with a cane. Hey, good job, man. Oh my goodness. You're getting there. Getting there. The road to the CSLTD, huh? It's an effective tool. Awesome stuff, man. Awesome stuff. Great to hear. Oh, 1 second. It's not changed because I did not activate the leg. I have to activate the leg. That one. So that it changes my track. There you go. Should be 283 now. 283. That one, probably. Just a bit different. Good. 4,500. Yeah, because the mountains in front look a bit scary. We can always climb, but yeah, just to be on the safe side. So let's also start tuning in to the frequencies here in San Luis. So it says ATIS is 120.6. We'll need that later. Actually, can we do that now? I think it's too early, but we'll try later. And then tower is 124.0. I think that's who we contact. 124.0, the tower. I'll review it later. 124. And it says there. Yeah, San Luis Tower. Okay, good. Right? Looking pretty good. Now, there is a bug I noticed. Sometimes like the winds, the track, those indications don't appear. And I don't know why. You can see the valley here, right? Right here in the middle. And then the mountains left and right. Very nice. Looks very hot. How hot is it? It's not really hot. It's actually like 5 degrees. Wow. Okay. So not much traffic in here. But as we get to as we go past the mountains over here in this area in Pozo, I think that's where things can get a bit hairy. So let's try to see if we can hear the ATIS already, because we are how many miles away from San Luis? We are 37 miles away. We are pretty low, so I'm not sure if we'll get it, but we'll see. So let's switch the frequency here.
Reset all runway assignments and have short instructions.
It's a little bit static, huh?
Information
Yankee? Okay.
County Regional Airport, ATIS information Yankee, 00560, wind 300 at 14, visibility 10, sky conditions, clear, temperature 16, speed 0.2, altimeter 3006. Arriving and departing runway 29ers. Visual approach is in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Yankee.
Okay, we have Yankee. Let's try that again.
Calgary Regional Airport. 86 information Yankee. 00560. Wind 300 at 14. Visibility 10. Sky conditions clear. Temperature 16. Dew point 2. Altimeter 3006. Arriving and departing runway 29er. Visual approach is in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Yankee.
Okay, we have Yankee. We'll check again later as we get closer. But so far we're good. Bit low though. 1 second. Let's do that. I think they have their own game theorist. Yeah, because when the ATC how do you say, they have operating hours, right? When they're not operating, there's also no ATIS. So I think they're making their own. TDS over PMS50. I myself prefer the TDS version, just because it has all the details on the auto zoom, the small things, that make it so super user friendly. I haven't tried PMS50 in a while, to be fair, but I'm also not willing to pay that much for the premium version, so the TDS is cheaper in that sense. You do get the downside of the outdated nav data and the lack of charts, but the nav data is not that big a deal to me. Most of the things are still here, right? The frequencies are the same. I have not encountered a major difference yet so far, so it's not really that big a deal to me. And in the charts, I always have Navigraph charts, which is a good point. Let's actually bring it up because I want to see how the airport looks like. So we can always look at the charts over here, right? There you go. So 29er, expect runway 29er visual approach in use. So we'll probably be we'll be told to do a straight in, or we'll be told to enter a right base. Or actually, that's a good point. Is it a right or a left base?
SoCal approach clear to the Limburg Airport as files. Maintain 5,000. Departure frequency 127.4. Squawk 6345.
Look, guys. Because we are past those mountains now, it's so much clearer, right? Less static, way less static. It's very nice. Good evening, Viper Strike. Thanks for joining. Hey, Notorious. How are you guys doing? So yeah, for me personally, I really like TDS.
Reback is correct. Just advise menu number 1 for departure.
But I totally understand why others would also prefer PMS50 because of the updated nav data, the integration with Navigraph. I think is its strongest suit, and I think it also has METARs, right? So that really helps. Hey, my lord, thank you for joining. Welcome, guys, to the stream. Yeah, here are the mountains I was talking about. Let's go and explore a bit. Let me get myself settled in here. Make sure I'm not moving to the left or right. We're getting a few downdrafts here and there. Nothing too crazy. But I think I am moving to the right just a tad. So I'm trying to see. Hey, we're at 15 minutes now. Why is my timer not working? 1 second. Oh, there it is. Okay, there you go. Just in time. Okay. Fuel pump on. You know what? Let's run it one more because I think the right tank is still a bit higher. Let's keep it there.
Center 135.77.
Still moving to the right here. How are you guys doing?
1350. Contact SoCal approach 135.4.
1354, American 6. Question 3050. Goodbye.
Good.
6 Delta Mike, connect SoCal approach 134.9er.
You can see we're crabbing a bit here because the winds are coming directly from our right as possible, like 90 degrees to the right almost.
American 1350, SoCal approach, John Wayne altimeter 3001.
So 1 second. Is it tower I have to contact? Let's go and look at the
Do you have an
chart
approach
here.
request at John Wayne?
Tower 124. There is a departure frequency, but I don't think that's what we contact. I think we contact tower. Let's consult with the script here. Cat 2. Yeah, tower is who we contact. With the tower, when it's class Delta,
Approach Los Angeles altimeter 3002.
it's tower that you contact. Okay, tower it is then. 124.0. Good.
I can't see it being a problem, but make the request on the next frequency.
Oh, awesome sounder. I'll have a look. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah, the 146 hype is real. Okay, let's have a look outside. Explore the area. Right, here we go. Oh my goodness, look at that. Beautiful. And now that we've increased the level of detail, terrain LOD, it's even more jaw-dropping. Not sure which angle to take anymore. Take one more for good measure. Very nice. Good. Right, so how far away are we from the airport? 20 miles. Okay. When we're around 15 miles, we can start contacting them, I think. Let's tune in to the 80s again.
Appointment, get approach, radar contact.
San Luis County Regional Airport, Aegis Information Yankee.
That's so clear now.
0560. Wind 300 at 14. Visibility 10. Sky condition, clear. Temperature 16. Dew point 2. Altimeter 3006. Arriving and departing runway 29er. Visual approaches in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Yankee.
Okay, we have Yankee. Good. Nice. Alright, say 18 miles away. When we're around 15 miles, we'll report that we are 15 miles to the east. Or maybe around 12 miles, we'll see. So I want to get a bit of heads up. And then the chart is saying 290 would be the heading. There is an approach here. RNAV 29er. We can also load that in just for guidance. It's a 3.45 degree glide path angle, interestingly enough. Why? Why not 3 degrees? Is there a mountain here somewhere? But yeah, we can follow that in for the glide path guidance.
Two 525 Tango, your release for departure time 0117, clearance split if not off by 0125. Change to advisory frequency approved, report airborne.
Too bad we can't hear the other side because I think they're too far from us. I would have wanted to hear how that frequency, how that readback would go. I'm not familiar how that works. Departing from an untowered airport requesting for IFR release. Always confused with that aspect. Alright, we are almost 15 miles. So we have to start readying. Let's tune into tower.
40, roger, once again.
Tune into tower and see. Try to get an idea what we'll be doing. Let's climb up to 4,500 here. So we'll be saying San Luis Tower, Arrow 4131 Charlie, around 12 miles to the east, request full stop landing with Yankee, doing the Cat 2 rating. Right? Something like that. Whew, bit scary. And I haven't aligned my heading yet. Heading bug, let's align that.
Michigan's in area parking next to Bravo with Whiskey. Request taxi for departure.
I thought it's Yankee now.
390 Charlie Burbank, ground runway 8, taxi via Bravo Delta.
Oh yeah, I think there's that factor. They kind of combine the frequencies sometimes, just so you would hear more. So it's not really the tower that was that one. That was a different area. You said Burbank, right? So I think it's a different airport. So we are 12 miles away. Let's start reporting in. Clear my throat. Okay, let's do this. Wish me luck, guys. San Luis Tower, Arrow 4131 Charlie. 12 miles to the east. Requesting full stop landing with Yankee. We're doing the Cat 2 rating.
November 4131 Charlie, San Luis Tower, make straight in runway 29er and report a 3-mile final.
Straight in, runway 29er will report 3-mile final, Arrow 4131 Charlie. Okay, so it's a straight in, nice. Good. So let's do that. Straight in is what I expected, that's good.
Bakersfield ground, good afternoon, Cessna 6111 Quebec, Skyhawk 172 with information Echo, IFR to Santa Monica Airport, Sierra.
What accent
Mike
is that,
Oscar.
guys? Sounds Italian.
Number 6111 Quebec,
Very nice.
Bakersfield ground, roger. Clearance on request, standby.
So we're expecting runway 29er, and then we'll be turning right probably at Foxtrot, and then we'll go to transient parking just straight ahead here. Good. Italian 100%, there you go. Very nice. Hey Cargo, how are you doing? Hey Kirk! Yes, exactly Kirk. I mustered up enough courage to get into the Cat ratings, or try it out at least, this one. We're doing the Cat 2 rating for now, non-tower to Class Delta, and we're about to enter the Class Delta. We are 8 miles away. We'll do a straight in, so let's load up the procedure in here. We'll just do a visual for 29er. I hope I don't regret that. Visual 29er, load approach and activate. Glide path is 3.4.
Quebec, full route clearance. Advise when you're ready.
Cessna 6111 Quebec, we are ready to copy.
29er 2. Good.
6111 Quebec, clear to Santa Monica Airport. On departure, fly runway heading.
Start descending, guys, because
Radar
I'm a bit
vector
high.
Lake Hughes. That's Lima Hotel Sierra. Victor 459
There we go.
to Dart.
I think I can actually
Delta Alpha.
deploy my gear for more
Romeo
drag.
Tango Sierra.
Speed
direct.
checks.
Maintain
Turn on our
3000,
landing
expect
lights.
1000, 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 118.8.
There's the runway, I see it.
5X37.
Ooh, we are descending too fast.
111 Quebec is cleared to Santa Monica Airport. After departure, runway heading, then radar vector.
RCC Wings flights and VATSIM.
Lima Hotel
Yeah,
Sierra,
it's
Victor
amazing, man. I'm scared, but
Delta
I
Alpha Romeo
wanted to try
Tango
PilotEdge because I
Sierra,
oftentimes get into that
climb
problem
3000,
where when I
expected
fly,
110,000,
the moment I'm about to take off, the
05
VATSIM
minutes
controller
after
logs off.
departure.
So
Departure frequency
wanted a bit of a difference.
118.8. Please say squawk again.
November 11 Quebec 5637. Read back correct.
Squawk 5637 for Cessna 611 Quebec.
let's get our flaps in. Sorry guys, I'm descending way faster than what I should be.
313 Papa Vegas
Vertical
ground.
speed, but I
Runway
am too high
19er
apparently.
right. Taxi via Hotel and Foxtrot.
Hotel Fox 19 right there, answer
We're almost the 3-mile final here. But yeah, I think we'll make it. Should be good.
Santa Maria ground here, 27 Whiskey Foxtrot's at the FBO, departure to the east, taxi with Golf, this is for the Cat 5.
Okay, so our comps check.
Foxtrot, Santa Maria
Gas.
ground, runway 30, taxi
Undercarriage,
via
we have 3 greens. Mixture,
Taxi
prop.
via Alpha to runway 30, 27 Whiskey
Switches are
Foxtrot.
good. Arrow 4131 Charlie, 3 mile final, runway 29er.
November 4131 Charlie, runway 29, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 29, arrow 4131 Charlie. Okay, good. Still a bit high.
November 412, back leaving the hold is short, runway 35 left, ready to go at Henderson.
Yeah, you can hear different airports, that's interesting, huh? Didn't notice that.
412, Quebec Lima Henderson Tower, runway 35 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 35 left to Quebec
Still
Lima.
off the terrain here. Sometimes there's just one controller, but they're super busy. That's true, yeah, that's true. Granted, the PilotEdge network is a bit smaller, right, than what you can't fly across the entire world, but what is there is very nice. We are still high, I think, based on the glide path, so let's descend a bit faster here. Let me do my checks again. Gumps, gas, undercarriage 3 greens, flaps fully extended, mixture, props full forward, switches are on. We're good. And we are catching up to the glide path now. There you are. Nice. Good. I'm still a bit fast. 80. Winds 300 at
500.
14. So coming from the front. Bit right crosswind, just a tad, so that's okay. Here we go. Now on the glide path. Very nice. Trimming up, losing that airspeed. Around 70 knots is what I want. Nice. There we go. 70 knots. 2 white, 2 red looks good. And then once we arrive, oh, I should have tuned into ground as well. That's something I haven't done. 1 second. Can I multitask? Ground is 121.6.
Santa Maria Tower, Sierra 27 Whiskey Foxtrot, holding short at 30, ready for departure to the east.
27 Whiskey Foxtrot, Santa Maria Tower, runway 30, clear for takeoff on course to the north.
There you go. Keep that. It's a bit bumpy.
Clear for takeoff, runway 30, 27 Whiskey Foxtrot.
There we are. Okay, looking good. On glide. Looks good. Pulling back on the throttle. Let's keep it steady in the middle. There we go. I'll take it, thank you. Okay, let's exit through here. Oh, I missed it. There's one more here, I think. No, I missed it. Let's move to the next one. Over here. Okay.
Number 2, Quebec Lima, turn your transponder on.
Thank you, guys.
Quebec Lima, contact departure.
Over to departure to Quebec Lima.
Right, so let's move here. Expecting tower.
Burbank Tower, Skyhawk 739 Sierra Charlie, holding short runway 8.
739 Sierra Charlie, Burbank Tower, runway 8, clear for takeoff.
Runway 8, clear for takeoff, 739 Sierra Charlie.
Not sure where we are. Charlie, okay. Arrow 4131 Charlie, clear off runway 29 at Charlie.
November 31 Charlie, taxi via AL. Remain this frequency past the Cat 2.
Thank you. Taxi via Alpha runway for Arrow 4131 Charlie. And remaining with you, Arrow 4131 Charlie. We fast cat. Nice. Very straightforward, but I'll take it.
Inbound for runway 8.
We have to start somewhere.
46 Delta Mike.
Thank you.
46 Delta Mike, Burbank Tower, runway 8, cleared to land.
Runway 8, cleared to land, 46 Delta Mike.
Very good.
Las Vegas,
Thank you.
3135, ready to go 19 right.
Thanks, guys.
November 313 Papa Las Vegas Tower, runway 19 right, clear for takeoff.
19 right, clear for takeoff, 313 Pop.
Right. Looking good. Oh, we have a lot of time left. We should actually maybe try the next one. The next one is actually a pattern, VFR pattern. I'm not very familiar with the
ground, Cessna 611
pattern.
Quebec at Atlantic Aviation with information echo, ready to taxi for IFR departure.
Oh, very nice.
611
Hey,
Quebec,
Kirk.
thanks for ground, runway 30 right.
Thanks for
taxi via
subbing, man.
Alpha,
Appreciate
Bravo.
that. GG. Thank you.
Runway 30
Goodness. 1 second,
right,
guys. I'll just get
taxi
some
via
breathing.
Alpha Bravo, Cessna 611 Quebec.
7390 Charlie, contact SoCal departure.
Contact SoCal departure, 7390 Charlie.
Thank you. Thanks for the follow, cargo. Appreciate that. Oh, 1 sec. Let me just get my bearings in here. So there is ground 121.6, and I'm not sure if it's operational. It should be. Everything should be operational. Yeah, 121.6. They did tell me to stay with them though. But I think if we're doing the next one, we should actually be restarting from scratch, doing everything else. Okay, let's see. So we did this one, Cat 2. Can we double check that? How do we know? 1 second, huh? Let me have a look at my account here.
313 Pop, contact departure.
Our departure down, 313 Pop.
Completed ratings. Okay, here we are. So it is reflected now, Cat 2. So I did Cat 1 like a week ago. Cat 2 is here, looking good. And now we should be able to continue with the Cat ratings. Cat 3 is pattern work, 3 laps. So we're basically staying here in this airport. And
John
how do we
American
do that?
1350 on the RLS 20.
1350 John Wayne Tower, runway 20 right, cleared away.
Finally attempted the DC-6. How was it, Gamaste? Why is there a sad face in there? Alright, let's see. Alright, this is where we are, San Luis. Last Delta airspace. Establish two-way radio communication with ATC by calling them and having them reply with your call sign. Okay. When departing from a towered airport, you need to contact ground control. Okay, so ground. So we need to get the 80s again. Direction of departure. Okay, San Luis ground. Arrow 4131 Charlie. Transient parking. Request pattern work. Taxi with Yankee. Transient parking. Are we there? Are we?
Taxi straight ahead. Monitor ground. Have a good night.
Taxi straight ahead, contact ground 46 Delta Mike, thank you.
Are we in transient parking? Not really, right? Transient parking is over here. I think we are more on the west hangar. Yeah, but I guess it's more or less the same. So I would say at west hangars, or no, the west side is here. Maybe this is north hangar. Hey Grimberu, thanks for joining. How are you? Are you into flight sims as well? Okay. But yes, it's most likely a taxi via Alpha to runway 29er, North Hangars. Okay, Steve, thank you. So what we would say is so San Luis ground, Arrow 4131 Charlie, North Hangars, request pattern work, taxi with Yankee. Okay, and then they'll give us a runway assignment, probably taxi via Alpha, runway 29er. Yeah, runway 29er, taxi via Alpha. We'll read that back. And then, that's what they say. And then this is our read back. Okay, good. And then after that, they will tell us ready for departure. When we are ready for departure, this is interesting to me. I didn't think it was like this. For those of you who are more familiar, please let me know. Because sometimes I for me personally, I want to wait until I get handed over to tower. But here, it actually says when you are at the end of the runway, you can switch to tower frequency. Maybe it depends per airport, I'm not sure, or is this really the norm? Yeah, not unlike when arriving. So a while ago when we left the runway, I stopped and I stayed with tower and I told them that I was out of the runway. So you cannot switch to ground immediately, but here you can switch to tower immediately when you're departing, apparently. Okay. And then San Luis Tower,
Bakersfield Tower,
Skywalk,
Quebec,
or Arrow 4131 Charlie, ready for departure.
IFR departure.
This one I'm not familiar with, this term, closed traffic.
Quebec, base tower,
Is there such a thing as open traffic? Closed traffic, aviation. Closed traffic, successive operations involving takeoffs and landings, touch and goes, or low approaches where the aircraft does not exit the traffic pattern. Ah, okay. So that just is the meaning you're inside the pattern. Hey KD. You can email me, KD. You can type in !email. That will be my email address. And then you can send me a note and I'll send you the link. I thought you were there already. Did you leave? Closed means you'll remain in the traffic pattern. Thank you, Kirk. Appreciate it. By the way, Kirk, I've been catching up on the 146 VOD from Fabio. Oh my goodness, that plane. Definitely a first day buy for me. If I don't get it for free from Just Flight, I will definitely be buying it. I haven't finished the VOD yet, but it's looking pretty good. I'm at that point where when Fabio is about to start the engines. So all the good sounds and everything already. Close traffic. Okay, good there. Oh, thanks, Kirk. Yes, I saw when it was uploaded. I have the alerts on, but when I reviewed it, it was still the low quality version, so I continued watching on Twitch. Let me try again later. The HD version should be up by then. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, because you're a sub, Kirk, I think you can share the link here. You will not be filtered by Nightbot, so if you have the link handy, feel free to share it here. I'm sure everyone will appreciate that.
Santa Barbara clearance, Cessna 419er Echo Romeo. Would like to pick
awesome,
up IFR to
that's great
Santa
to hear.
Maria for the I-10.
Oh, doing in I-10.
419 Echo Romeo, Santa Barbara clearance, delivery cleared to Santa Maria Airport. Flight 5 departure, San Marcos transition direct.
Tune into ground.
Except maintain 3000. Departure frequency 120.55. Squawk 4374.
Yeah, I think this is what they're saying, that it's the same thing. They're combining multiple frequencies together just so there's more activity, so it wouldn't feel so empty.
Flight 5 departure, San Marcos transition, climb via the SID, maintain 3000, 120.55 for departure and 4374 transponder, 9 Echo Romeo.
We're 9 Echo Romeo, read back correct.
There you go. Thanks, Kirk.
For 11 Quebec, contact
Appreciate
departure.
That. Yeah, I'll definitely be continuing watching later. It looks amazing. Even without the FMS yet.
Tower, 154 Sierra is crossing direct.
154 Sierra, camera tower, my 26, clear to land.
154 Sierra, clear to land, 26.
1350, taxi via Alpha, monitor ground.
Via Alpha, monitor ground, good day, Mac.
Oh, it's quiet. Okay. Ready for departure? Port midfield downwind. So I have to reorient myself. I think we have to search for it because I have never done a traffic pattern with ATC. So I have to remember the proper names. Okay. So this is a good diagram, I think. We have the runway here. So this is runway 29er for us. Upwind is that same... upwind I thought was parallel to the runway, but it's the same heading as the runway. So that's upwind. When you turn, whether left or right, that's the crosswind. Okay. When you're on the parallel but opposite track, that's downwind. and base, and then final. Okay, upwind, crosswind is the ones I'm not so familiar with. Downwind, base, final is oftentimes the one I hear. Okay, so crosswind is that one. And then altitude pattern altitude is 1,000 feet above ground from what I remember. So we can check that here. Let me see. Waypoint info. I think we can see it here. There you go. Alright, it's a left traffic, it says, for 11 and 29er. I think it would say here if it's different for either one. But yeah, it looks like it's a typical left traffic pattern, so we can expect that way. And then turn left. Crosswind, downwind, base, final. Okay. That makes sense. So the pattern altitude is 1,000 feet, but what I'm not so sure of is the distance. It's kind of feel it out, right? Your distance from the airport, like 1 mile, half mile away from the airport, something like that. Let's see if it gives us anything. Report midfield downwind. Okay, let's go first here. So this is where we left off. Ready for departure, runway 29, close traffic. Okay, I have to say that, close traffic. And then they'll say make left traffic. They'll tell us if it's left or right. Or left close traffic approved, runway 29 clear for takeoff. And then what we'll read back is runway 29 clear for takeoff, make left traffic or make right traffic. Probably left because of what we saw in the chart in the GTNXI. Read back our tail number. And then they may ask us to report midfield downwind, report base. Okay. Only if requested. Okay. Conduct the standard traffic pattern around runway 29. We'll clear you to perform. Okay, clear for the option, which means we can do a touch and go. I'm not sure what the stop and go is. Like literally stopping on the runway and then going? Maybe, I'm not so sure. A go around, a low approach, or a full stop landing. Oftentimes I hear touch and go and full stop landing, but these guys here, not so much. Although go around, yes, we're not very familiar with that. Low approach kind of, I guess, makes sense, but the stop and go is a bit of a question mark for me. But yes, if we've been cleared for the option, if the controller tells us clear for the option, then we should be okay. As long as you have the airport inside. Okay, thank you. Great. Had a CTD. Ah, I see. On the in-plane iPad. I see. Okay. Thank you for the heads up. Thank you for the heads up. But yeah, what I've seen so far, yes, definitely requires polish, but yeah, that's what the beta is for, right? And we have to thank Fabio for beta testing it for us. People might be salty that he gets it early access. Some people, at least, I saw in chat, some people were very salty that he gets it before everyone else. I mean, that's the way it is. And it's not all butterflies and rainbows, right? You get all the bugs along with it, and that takes extra work. I know the feeling. So there is always a price. Stop and go would mimic short field scenarios. Short landing, short takeoff. So you stop on the runway after you land and then go again? Or is it like... yeah, I'm actually not sure. Or is it like you stop because you exit the runway and then you enter, you go around, you taxi again to the beginning of the runway and then you go? Maybe. Okay, so we can be cleared for the option. We can be cleared for the touch and go. And we can be cleared for a full stop landing. Okay.
974 Alpha Romeo with information.
Sounds
Victor,
dangerous either way. Yeah, I know, right?
IFR to Santa Maria, I-10.
Salty that Fabio gets to fly it, but his mods don't. Oh yeah, mods should be included in that list.
Alpha Romeo, Santa Barbara clearance, delivery clear to Santa Maria Airport. Flight 5 departure, San Marcos transition direct. Climb via sit, accept, maintain.
Hey, Crazy Humpy. Ah, thank you. That sounds very dangerous, doesn't it? I guess that would only be applicable if you're a very small plane and you have a very long runway. Because if you're stopping in the middle of the runway, you're consuming all of that runway to your back, and then you're starting from 0 knots. Doesn't sound very safe unless you have all the extra stuff, right?
4 Alpha Romeo, read back, correct.
Alright. Exit the runway without delay onto the first available taxiway. Oh, 1 second. So you are required to conduct 3 laps in the traffic pattern to complete this rating. Okay. During the 3rd lap, whenever you decide to make a full stop, advise the tower of your intentions to make a full stop. So we could say request full stop landing.
Kilo John, clearance delivery cleared to Palomar Airport, not departure, turn left.
If you have already been cleared for the option, the tower controller is not expected to reissue a landing clearance, because a clearance for an option permits you to make a full stop landing. Okay, so if you've already been cleared for the option, no need to request for a full stop landing. Okay, good. And then exit the runway without delay onto the first available taxiway. Remain on the tower frequency until advised. Okay. Alright. That's what happened to us. He told us to stay with him. After landing, use the communication procedures. Okay. So
7 Pop Kilo, reback, correct.
Traffic information. Ensure runway separation will exist for all departures and arrivals. Then they will tell us departing the ramp southbound, if we have traffic in sight or if we're looking for traffic. Then, and I found from my limited experience, looking for traffic in daytime, it's so hard. Oh my goodness! Like if you look at the ATs, the traffic radar here, right? Even if it's like this, you have 2 miles like this. Even if an aircraft is within that 2 mile distance from us, it's like just a dot outside. Oh my goodness.
Delta Foxtrot 105 Sierra.
Yes, Kirk. Yes, they show. I was telling a while ago, I did the Cat 1 offline. I actually had a plane in front of me, so he was also saying, announcing on traffic on the Unicom. He departed a few minutes from me, and we were doing the same Cat rating apparently because he was headed on the same airport, and he was like 2 miles away from me. And I was faster than him, so the traffic was showing that I was getting near him. And at some point he was within the 2 mile distance here. And yeah, I had to stay away from him visually to keep our separation manually. It's pretty nice.
Runway 20 left via Alpha Hotel Charlie Kilo 957 Papa Kilo.
DCS. When practicing short landings, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. The stop and go. So that's what Kevo was also saying. I see now. Thank you. VR guys have no chance. Alright, cargo. Have a good one. Thanks for the follow again, and welcome to the stream. Catch you next time. Alright, let's see. Do we switch again? Do we need to switch? Do we have fuel? Nah, let's stay on the left tank. We have plenty of fuel here in the left tank. Good.
Colonel, I
Barely
guess.
awake too.
Question for you. With some requesting do an IFR category rating, do I need to ask you first?
I mean, you don't need to ask. Just file for the I rating, and just let us know on the first contact that you plan to do the I rating.
Oh, okay, got it. So I filed for it, but I forgot to ask for it.
Well, you didn't. Oxnard to Camarillo isn't an I rating.
Oh, okay. I'll do more research into that. Thank you so much for your help tonight, and you guys have a great night.
Good night.
Cool. Alright, so basic sequence. What is this? Oh, this is interesting, but I don't think we'll be having other people in the traffic pattern. This would be nice though, right? If you can actually have someone in front of you, and then they can say follow the Cirrus ahead and downwind, and then we just follow wherever they turn. We follow them. We stay behind them. We follow them. Yeah. Or if sometimes there's someone landing on the same runway, which is most likely a more probable thing, they can tell us to extend our downwind. So we'll extend our downwind, and then when they tell us to turn, then we can turn. Just so the landing aircraft will have time to land before we get in again to prepare for our landing. Okay, so we can do that. But how do I file this? I guess I file it as a VFR flight with the both San Luis as the origin and destination, right? Something like this. So we can go for November 4131 Charlie. We are Papa 28 Romeo. Equipment code
delivery
is
Skyhawk 1127 Bravo. Burbank with information Delta.
how far you're flying up or down? And yeah, that's the bit questionable thing, because it's all like
127 Bravo Burbank clearance
by
delivery
feel.
to the Cat 9. Make sure you have the rating selected in the flight plan.
Yeah, this is just a practice.
Okay, then it's not the Cat 9 then. Cleared southeastbound, maintain VFR at or below 2,500. Departure frequency 134.2, squawk 7456.
212.
Okay,
right.
depart southeastbound, maintain 2,500 until further advised 134.2.
1 second. Oh, I have to refresh. It hasn't
Bravo.
refreshed, I think.
27
Should say
Bravo,
Cat 3 then. Okay. Let's do the file flight plan again. I think it didn't refresh. 4131 Charlie. And then Papa 28.
Santa Barbara ground Cessna 419
let's try this one
Echo
first
Romeo.
here.
We're at
Yeah,
the
there you go.
northeast
One
piece,
rating attempt
by
left
the
today.
GA
Cat
ramp
3.
with Victor ready to taxi.
1,200. Let's file that November 4131 Charlie, Papa 28 Romeo.
19 Echo Romeo, Santa Barbara ground
Cat
runway
3.
25.
Pilot.
Taxi via Juliet.
Oh, my bad.
25 via Juliet, 9 Echo Romeo.
There we go. Okay,
Santa
good.
Santa Barbara ground, Sirius 974 Alpha Romeo, at Atlantic, taxi runway 25.
974 Alpha Romeo, Santa Barbara ground 25.
No
taxi
need
via
of
Bravo
practice
Alpha
run.
Golf.
Just wing it.
Taxi 25 via Bravo Alpha Golf.
Let's see. I forgot what to say. Request pattern work. I have to note this down, guys. What I say, because this phraseology is not very familiar with me. So ground.
1127 Bravo. Millionaire ready to taxi with information Delta. VFR.
North hangars. Request pattern work.
8, taxi via Bravo Delta.
Taxi with Yankee, or if it changed
Okay,
already.
taxi runway 8 via Bravo
San
Delta.
Luis ground.
Skyhawk
Arrow
1127 Bravo.
4131 Charlie. North hangars. Request pattern work. Taxi with Yankee. Okay. And then the other one I'm not familiar with is this guy. Close traffic.
Kilo John Terma 20 left kilo, clear for takeoff.
San Luis Tower. Arrow 4131 Charlie. Ready for departure. Runway 29er. Closed traffic. That's the only addition. And then the readback would be cleared for takeoff. Make left traffic. I hope I remember all of these, or at least I remember to look at my notes. We'll see. We will see. Okay. But first, let's listen to ATIS.
San Luis County Regional Airport, ATIS information Yankee, 0056 Zulu. Wind 300 at
So
14.
clear now, right? No static at all because we're right here.
Sky condition, clear. Temperature 16. Dew
nice.
point 2. Altimeter 3006. Arriving and departing runway 29er.
President talking to Citizen, who the controller?
Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Yankee.
Okay, we have Yankee. Switch back there. We're in ground. Okay, good. We have
Kilo
traffic.
contacts. Santa Barbara correction, SoCal departure.
Flight plan, let's reset this.
Contact departure 9057 Papa Kilo.
Let's add a San Luis. And then what I'll do here is I think I'll just do an OBS. Is that possible? How do I do that? Because I just want a visual guidance. Is that possible? Invalid. Okay, it doesn't allow going there. So maybe I can do like a procedure. 1 second, let me see.
Hey, ground, I don't have any taxiway signs out here. No way to tell my direction. Is this the right way?
Visual.
The opposite way. So just turn around.
Activate. Okay, that I think would work. And then it's in suspend mode, so I can just repeat that. Repeat that. Looking good. Okay. 290. 290. Okay. Let's do our checks.
27 Bravo, you're on Bravo right now, and then the next taxi is Delta. Turn right on Delta.
Avionics are on, radios are set, transponder is set, altimeters 3006. I think we did not change that really, but it's close enough. It's actually good. Heading is set, taxi area is clear. No, we'll not do a parking brake yet. We did our ground check already just before, so I think we're good there. Okay, let's do this. Cat 3 rating. Yes, it's a mod. This is the TDS GTNXI. Exclamation point mod should have links to it. I highly recommend it. It's the actual Garmin trainer, so it has all the features in there. Most of them are implemented. Okay. Let's do that later. Ground check, we'll skip that before takeoff. We'll do that in a bit. Okay, and then let's zoom in here. So at North Hangars, or is it Sunwest Aviation we're in? We're actually at Sunwest Aviation. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not North Hangars apparently, based on Garmin. Sunwest Aviation. Okay. Request pattern work. Taxi with Yankee. And then we're expecting to get taxi via Alpha to runway 29. Good. Thanks, Alex. Alright, let's do this. Whew, here we go again, guys.
Bakersfield Tower here, 27 Whiskey Foxtrot with you at 7 miles southwest. Inbound for full stop with Echo.
27 Whiskey Foxtrot, Bakersfield Tower, enter a left, downwind. Runway 30 right, clear to land.
Enter left downwind for 30 right, clear to land, 27 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Hey. San Luis ground, arrow 4131 Charlie at Sunwest Aviation. Request pattern work, taxi with Yankee, and we're doing the Cat 3 rating.
4131 Charlie, San Luis ground, runway 29, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 29, taxi via Alpha, arrow 4131 Charlie. Good, alright, let's go. Turn on the landing lights already.
Santa Barbara Tower, Cessna 419 Echo Romeo, holding short of 25 at Juliet, ready for departure.
49 Echo Romeo, Santa Barbara Tower, roger. 4 Alpha Romeo, are you ready to go?
Clear on the right, clear on the left.
Affirmative.
This
74
is
Romeo,
Alpha. Okay.
At Golf, ready for IFR departure.
The pattern work, guys. I'm very rusty with pattern work.
25, clear for takeoff.
I'm not sure how to do this, but we'll see. We'll see. There's a taxi. There's a light, the bulb in the middle of the taxiway.
Beechcraft 2837 X-ray with Romeo is 9 miles west, requesting full stop.
Okay. We need to switch tanks. Not yet.
Last calling unanswered, say again.
Beechcraft 2837 X-ray is 8 miles west of Palomar, requesting
Thanks,
full
Sounder.
stop with Romeo.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. We'll see.
2837 X-ray, Palomar Tower, roger, enter right
Yeah,
down.
looks like a tourist. It would be fun if there were others, right? I think we're the only one.
4 right downwind will report midfield 2837 X-ray.
Some coding patterns. That might help us.
Romeo, runway 25, line up and wait.
25 right, line up and wait, 9 Echo Romeo.
Right, let's do our checks. Gas. Are we close? Look at that, there's someone overpassing. Okay.
And Murray Tower, Scott 1127 Bravo.
Undercarriage. Oh, flaps are still extended. Let's track them.
1127 Bravo, Burbank Tower, runway 8, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 8.
Carriage.
Scott 1127
Mixture, prop, pull forward,
4 Alpha Romeo,
switches.
contact departure.
Let's turn on our
Good day. 4 Alpha Romeo.
lights here.
419 Echo Romeo, runway 25, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 25, 9 Echo Romeo. Probably a good idea to let Jet go first, huh?
Yeah.
Alright. Alan has confidence. Alan's still sleeping on the truck. Okay, and they say at the end of the runway, I'm okay to switch to tower. If you can follow that. Right? So let's see. San Luis Tower, arrow 4131 Charlie, ready for departure, runway 29, close traffic.
4131 Charlie, San Luis Tower. Runway 29, clear for takeoff, make left traffic and report the midfield downwind.
Cleared for takeoff, make left traffic, runway 29er, and reporting midfield downwind. Arrow 4131 Charlie. Okay. Report midfield downwind.
Romeo, contact Santa Barbara departure.
Is that what the guy said?
Over
Okay,
to
let's
Santa
do
Barbara
this.
departure, 9 Echo Romeo.
Let's do this. Let's do this one more time. Alright. Okay. Everything looks good. Right. 70 knots. Oh, the trims. We forgot to check the trims. Trims are set too high, I think. Climbing way too fast. Alright, we're in the upwind. How do we report in midfield downwind? We just say on midfield downwind, I guess. Okay. Positive rate, tap the brakes. Clear up. Pull back on the power. Let's keep everything full RPM, full.
1127 Bravo, ready contact SoCal departure.
Turning crosswind.
Over to departure, Scott 1027 Bravo.
Climbing to 1,200 feet. Am I too far? I'm not sure, guys. No, it's okay.
Palomar Tower, Beechcraft 2837 X-ray reporting midfield.
2837 X-ray, runway 24, cleared to land.
24 cleared land, 27 X-ray.
Okay, looks good. Continue climbing to 1,200.
XB Alpha. Remain as frequency past cap 5.
Taxi via Alpha, remaining on this frequency. Thank you for the pass, 27 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Right, we are on downwind, midfield downwind. Arrow 4131 Charlie on midfield downwind, runway 29.
31 Charlie, runway 9, clear for the option.
Clear for the option, runway 29, arrow 4131 Charlie. Hey VDX, how are you doing, man? Alright, so we need to do 3 of these traffic patterns. Let's go and prepare. Speed check. Landing gear down. When we are 45 degrees abeam, is that abeam the term? From the runway, I will make my base turn. Good. Start descending here. So what I'm saying is when I am like 45 degrees like this, the threshold is right there, 45 degrees, then I should be able to make my turn. That's, I think, a good starting point. Let's get 1 notch of flaps here. Let's do our landing checks. Gas, undercarriage, Mixture, prop, switches, everything is set. Okay, good. Start our turn. Arrow 3-1 Charlie. Yeah, that's one of my weakest points, game theorist. I can never remember what they call me back. I can never recall it, so I just, to be on the safe side, I just always say everything. I'm still not sure how to do that, to be honest. How do I have enough presence of mind to know that I am... I think I was a bit too far there. That's okay. That they called me by my short name already or not. I just know if they called me, but I don't have enough recall to say they called me using the short version. Standout job with this plane. Continue to improve it. Yeah, exactly. It's an amazing plane. Really teaches you a lot of good habits. Okay, we are right on the glide path. That glide path is helping a lot. And
500.
Let's see. So after we land, we have to retract our flaps. We have to probably pitch down or trim down and see how it works.
37 X-ray taxi via Alpha to parking and our maintenance frequency. Good night.
Alpha to parking, your frequency. Have a good night. Thanks for
but I'm not sure, guys, if they tell me to report midfield downwind during the first time, do I have to always report midfield downwind every time I do go through the pattern? Or is that like a per pattern basis? So the second time I go, do I still need to report? I did not really read that on the script. I'm not so sure. 500, that's part of the TDS GTNXI. Yeah. Call every time unless he says otherwise. Thanks, Crazy Ampy. Yeah, I think better safe than sorry, right? Agree. EBE's in a couple of days, thank you. Forget the full call signer. Yeah, I guess it's better. Yeah, it's better safe than sorry. Read everything, then cut it short ahead of time. Alright, let's cut it off. Keep it there. Should be that way. There we go, very gentle. Track the flaps. Full power, trim down. Airspeed's alive. 70 knots. Rotate. Well, not really rotate, but just a very mild pitch up. Looking good. Positive rate. Tap the brakes. 0. And then pulling back on the power because it's a bit too powerful for some pattern work. So what I think we have to start getting some landmarks. So maybe when we reach this watery area, this pond, let's make our left turn. Maybe that's something that works. Just reminds them that you exist. Okay, thank you. Yeah, that's a good point. Right. Looks good to me. Yeah, that's a good point because they're probably servicing a lot of other aircrafts. They might forget about me if I don't remind them that I'm here. Okay, we're downwind. Let's balance it out. Okay, we're almost midfield. Downwind. Okay, let's report in. Arrow 4131 Charlie, reporting midfield, downwind, runway 29.
November 31 Charlie, runway 29, clear option.
Cleared for the option, runway 29, 31 Charlie. I used my short name this time. I recognized it. Thanks for calling me out on it. It's a good recognition. Sorry guys, I can't read chat so much, but I can catch up to it later. But for now, I think I'll have to focus my attention in here. Okay, that looks good. This visual approach is helping a lot, right? Shows you your CDI and everything. Around 500 feet per minute descent is what we want. I want to extend my flaps as well, but I think I want to extend them when I am wings level like this. There you go. Let's make our turn. There's the glide path coming in.
500.
Check. Bit too low, bit too low. Correcting. There we go. And back in. Do fly first, thank you. Document the new prof physics well. Oh yeah, what did they say about that? The new prof physics? Are they planning on adding that in? I would imagine that requires a lot of trial and errors again, especially if documentation is not perfect. Full flaps, do our checks. Gas, undercarriage, we have 3 greens. Mixture, prop, switches. Okay, looking good. Too slow, too low. Correcting. My bad. Oh, yeah. That's a good spot, Game Theorist. That's a good spot. Yeah, we have to be mindful of the downdrafts on the mountains. Aside from me just missing my cues and descending too fast, I actually have to be mindful of the downdrafts from the mountains as well. Might be pushing us down. Okay, over here. Whoa. It's a bit too high there. That's okay. Taps up. Full power. Trim it down. Bit of right rudder. 70 knots. Gentle pull up. Looking good. Having a chatting CFI trying to distract you, that's true. After the brakes, gear up. Is this our third already? I guess this counts as a third, right? So we can request a full stop landing here. I hope that's how I understood it. You guys understand it the same way? Okay, this pond. Let's turn, make our left turn. Looking good. Can turn up to 30 degrees safely here. Should be no problem. One more and we've got it. So we can request full stop landing on the next one, right? Do we have the same understanding? Okay, there it is. Oh yeah, you're right. You are right. If he gives us the option, then probably not important. That might have been a huge downdraft there. So I can see my yeah, I can see my vertical speed suddenly go down. Alright, here we are. Go back on the power. We're a bit closer than I want. Let's get a bit of distance in here. Arrow 4131 Charlie, midfield downwind, runway 29, request full stop landing, please.
30 Charlie, runway 29, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 29, 31 Charlie. Good. Keep our distance. Pull back. Let's get some gears going. See other people doing pattern. Yeah, that's the ideal thing, right? You're doing your pattern work along with everyone else. And you kind of space out. That adds to the immersion. Yeah, I was kind of expecting that we will be flying with someone, but I guess it just depends on the luck. Do we switch tanks? No, let's keep it. I think we'll keep it for now. Okay, that looks good. Looks much better for me. We're not descending too fast. I have complete visibility of the runway. Okay, let's get 1 notch of flaps in. 2 notches in maybe. Slow us down. Glide path should come in as we get in range. Actually, we're too high apparently. It's okay, we can easily catch up. Start our turn here. Let's do our checks. Gas, undercarriage, mixture, prop, switches. Yes, looking good. What the heck is the runway? There it is. Full flaps.
500.
There's the glide path. Okay, good. Hey Moraz, what have you done? Welcome back, man. How are things going?
Fulton Tower's got 1127 Bravo, inbound about 8 miles out.
1127 Bravo, Fulton Tower. Roger, 8 miles out. You coming from the north?
Affirmative.
Goodness.
1127 Bravo, Roger. Enter a right base for 124, clear to land.
Getting some power in.
Right base, 124, clear to land. 124.
Bit gusty, isn't it? What happened to the winds? Okay. Yeah, gusty. Goodness. Look at the airspeed indicator, guys. Woo. Yeah. Super gusty. Okay, looking good. Bit of left rudder. Oh, there it is. Nice. Pulling back on the mixture. There should be a taxiway here somewhere if I don't miss it this time. Should be here. Oh, it's here again. Oh, I missed it again, guys. I always miss it. Let's go on the next one. Thanks for the bit, PDX. 1 second, guys. Just exit on Charlie here. I always miss the previous one. Trimmed for 70. I thought I was. Yeah. Good. A Warthog. As in the Thrustmaster Warthog. Oh, how was it? Have you tried it yet? That's what I'm planning to buy. That would be great to get into helicopters with, right? So let's get out of the way here. Good. And let's go and turn off the stuff. Arrow 4131 Charlie, clear of runway 29 at Charlie.
31 Charlie, taxi via Alpha to parking, your maintenance frequency past the Cat 3.
Thank you for the pass and remaining with you, taxi via Alpha to parking. 31 Charlie. Okay, let's get back in here again. Ooh, we passed, guys! Oh my goodness, I was so nervous. I have not done pattern work in a while. Thankfully, the controller was very kind. And we did not have so much traffic. Yes, Asquain, thank you. Thanks for your first message. Congratulations. Alright, here you go. 2 in 1 day. Yeah, I would have done one more, but we don't have credits anymore. We can do only 2 in 1 day. I would have wanted to do the other one too. Thank you. Yeah, yes, it's perfect weather. That's very true, Game Theorist. Yes, very true. It's actually very lucky for us. So if we check completed ratings, yeah, we do have Cat 1, 2, and 3 now. Awesome stuff. And if you look at Cat ratings, the next one is Class Delta to Class Delta. So we'll be starting in San Luis, going to Santa Maria. And yeah, we'll be interacting with 2 towers on different airports. We can practice this, I guess, but we won't be able to do any actual certification. Yeah, no rating attempts remaining today. You may attempt a rating tomorrow. Yeah, so I don't think we need this, but cool. 1 second. So I can catch up with chat now. Let me just get some fuel in here. Let's switch tanks. There you go. Alright, let me catch up. And let me get some breathing room as well. You will have it on Friday. Awesome. We'll be looking forward to your stories, man, because that's also what I want to buy, the Warthog. No worries, Geek Squad. We've been doing ratings in PilotEdge. It's amazing to have a fully working controller.
Santa Barbara, Clarence,
You're not scared of you're not scared that they're suddenly going offline on you.
Information whiskey.
Hey Sounder, thank you for the gifted sub. Hey, appreciate it, man.
Fox Whiskey Sierra, Santa Barbara clearance delivery cleared to the Whiteman Airport. On departure, fly runway heading. Maintain 3,000, expect 5,000. 5 minutes after departure. March frequency 120.55, squawk 2756.
Yeah, PilotEdge is so amazing. I think, yeah, I do have my credit card lined up, so after my trial period runs out, it will automatically start charging me. But I think it will be worth it. It's really... I think I can handle it, at least in a very basic way. I don't know the advanced stuff yet, but I think I can make it work. So it will increase the immersion for everyone. I hope it's the same for you guys. But yeah, I'm loving it so far. You can fly with ATC now, you just don't get the certificate. Actually, I can fly already with ATC. Oh, you mean because we ran out? Yes, I can do any flights. The certifications is not really a requirement. It's purely optional, but it's a nice challenge. It's very educational. So yes, now we can do the same flight, just we won't get certified.
Whiteman Airport, runway heading, maintain 3,000, expect 5,000 5 minutes after, frequency 120.55, and I'm missing the squawk code.
The squawk's 2756, read back correct.
2756, Charlie Golf Foxtrot Whiskey Sierra.
Well, this is 22 miles, very short. We should be able to do this today, actually, I think. Yeah, I was watching the first one, Sasquin. Was it Keith who was moderating that or was conducting that? Very informational, different classes of airspaces, military, right, alert. Very interesting. It was 3 hours, so it was a bit hard to digest with all the information, but bit by bit, it was working. Very nice. You wore it down, Norwas, with all the hand flying you've been doing. So I think you've more than made the most of that joystick. Now it's time to move to the Warthog. Awesome. Daylight savings. Oh, is it already? Oh wow! 1 second. So that's in the US. You're in Utah, right, Geek Squad? Thank you for the heads up, because that will change the way I work with some colleagues in Europe and US. So that will change our meeting timings, I think. Anyone from Europe, when is your daylight saving switch? It's a very good point, because it's sometime in March, but I completely lost track of it.
Santa Barbara ground with 25, taxi via Bravo Alpha Golf.
8 p.m. Eastern. Oh yeah, it will get
another look. Taxi via Bravo,
Alright, Steve, thank you.
Golf, Charlie Golf Foxtrot Whiskey Sierra.
Yeah, I work with a lot of people from Germany, so that will definitely switch the times. Thank you for letting me know. I thought it was end of March. Okay, so let's plan this one. Let's file it. I don't think I need to file it, to be honest.
TBM 930 5201 Romeo at Charlie by the tower, requesting VFR to Broadband with information.
You guys want to try a full IFR flight? Full IFR flight to Santa Maria? Can we do that very quick?
Number 5201 Romeo, Santa Barbara clearance delivery on departure, fly runway heading, maintain VFR at or below 3,000.
Just so we get like the difference of VFR and IFR. End of March, okay. Yeah, very, very, very strange. Normally, US and Europe TST shift is only like 1 week apart. Thank you. Okay, let's try the IFR. And if we get told off, then at least it's not a certification, right? Kilo Sierra Bravo Papa to what is Santa Barbara? Santa Barbara is a Mike X-ray. Kilo Sierra Mike X-ray. Okay, there you go. And then if we go to flight plan, now that means we have to tune into clearance. And let's see if there's like a waypoint in between that we can tag. I don't know, just so it won't be the direct zipper maybe. Yeah, maybe that can work. We'll need the workload will be a bit heavy here, guys, because we'll need to listen to 80s here, we'll need to listen to 80s there, different frequencies, but we'll see if we can handle it. I'm feeling a bit more confident, but I might get a humbling experience soon enough. But yes, while we're still good, let's make the most of it. We have fuel. That should be more than enough for a short flight like this. Okay, so it's zipper. Okay, so let's file it. File flight plan IFR Papa 28 Romeo /L 130 knots through airspeed to, I always forget, Mike X-ray. Crap, I was hoping I could get the view in. 1 second. Zipper with a double R. Okay, so route of flight, I think I just say here zipper, like that. And then the cruising altitude, that's a good point. What would be the cruising altitude in here? What's the safe altitude? I have no idea how to tell over here. Let's say world low. Is that 5,700, the safe altitude? Am I reading that right? 4,000? Well, they'll give us something if it doesn't work. But I think in terms of vertical constraints, mountains, yeah, the mountains are pretty low, 855, 587. So I think 3,000 should be enough. Let me file 3,000 and they'll correct me if it doesn't work. Right, that one. Okay. Okay. File it. Okay, good. It's great that we have like unlimited flights. We can do unlimited flights, right? You don't have credits for the flights alone. 3,200 for the sector. Oh, okay. I see. Oh, thank you. So this is low airways. Where do you see
Santa Barbara ground, TBM 935 to 01 Romeo is ready to taxi.
Yeah.
5201 Romeo ground runway 25 taxi via hotel Juliet cross 15
saw it in the
runway 15 left.
VFR map. Okay, let's leave it at 3,000 and they'll give us something if it's wrong. Okay, that's good. And then let's listen to the 80s.
Runway 15 left. Cross
and
runway
let's
15
double
right.
check.
501 Romeo.
Let's go and start a flight here. I might actually shoot past my time. Crap, I didn't think about that. I was too excited. Okay.
Level 2 taxi via hotel, monitor ground.
Ceramic X-ray. Create. Okay, that's the one. And then we want low en route. There should be a zipper in here. That's the one. Zipper. Add that to the route.
Long Beach clearance.
There's the one.
IFR clearance, Burbank.
And then we'd want
32196. Long Beach clearance delivery, roger, stand by.
Add to pin board, there it is. And then also the arrival.
32196, Long Beach clearance, go to Burbank Airport. On departure, fly.
There's the arrival
runway
airport.
heading to 800.
Santa Maria.
And then turn left heading
We're coming
270.
from San Luis, okay.
Radar vector Seal Beach. And then the coast Papa
20.6. Okay, so let me put this on my left side just so I have it always
3,000.
open.
Expect 4,000.
That helps.
5
Okay.
minutes after departure. departure
Let's
frequency
listen to, let's go to ground.
Squawk 6256.
Let's listen to ATIS.
Information Alpha.
Alpha? Oh, Alpha
Okay,
now?
we're clear to Burbank.
San Luis County Regional Airport.
Runway heading to
Information
800 feet.
Alpha.
We're going to make a left
0156
turn,
Zulu.
heading
Wind
270,
at 6.
radar vector
Visibility
CLB.
10. Sky
Then we're going to
condition
fly the
clear.
coastal
Temperature
route.
14.
Pop a
Dew point 2.
I'm not hearing anything.
4,000.
Arriving and departing runway 29er.
128.1 on the frequency, and we'll
Please
squawk
backhaul runway assignments and hold short
6256.
instructions. Advise on initial contact if you have information
Departure
Alpha.
is going to be 134.9. And
San
rescue
Luis
back
County Regional Airport.
Frequency
ATIS information Alpha. 0156 Zulu.
Okay.
Charlie Golf Foxtrot,
Visibility
Whiskey Sierra,
10.
holding short
Sky
25 on
condition
Golf.
clear. Temperature 14.
Charlie Golf Fox, Whiskey Sierra, Santa Barbara Tower, 25.
Altimeter 3006.
Runway 25,
Arriving and
clear for
departing
takeoff,
runway
Charlie Golf
29er.
Foxtrot.
Okay, I think that's enough. We should have enough there. Good.
2 is clear, 19 right on Foxtrot. Sorry for sure.
Volume knob. My bad. Is it getting too loud? Sorry about that.
2 Roger, no worries. Taxi via hotel, monitor ground.
Hotel monitor ground, thank you.
Too much for 3:30. Sorry about the volume, guys. Yeah, it does tend to get a bit loud sometimes. All right, let's see. Do we have clearance delivery? No, but we have ground. So we are on ground now. We can request for it. I will prepare for our IFR clearance. So Kilo Sierra Mike X-ray. Let's see if that's enough. They might give us something completely different. Okay. We do have departures in here, so I'll have to be ready if they give us a departure.
Sorry, Skyhawk 2525 Tango on Charlie 5, clear of 27, would like to taxi to the general aviation parking.
25 Tango taxi via Charlie, monitor ground past TI-8.
Taxi to parking via Charlie and monitor ground 2525 Tango, thank you.
San Luis ground, arrow 4131 Charlie, requesting IFR to Santa Maria. I should have said with Alpha.
Number 4130 Charlie, San Luis ground, cleared to Santa Maria Airport. The runway 29 departure procedure to Morro Bay, then direct. Maintain 4,000. Departure frequency 124.15. Squawk 2317.
Alright, arrow 4131 Charlie, cleared to Santa Maria via the runway 29 departure procedure, Morro Bay, then direct. Cleared to 4,000 feet, departure frequency 124.15 and squawk 2317.
31 Charlie, read back correct. Charlie Golf Fox Whiskey Sierra contact departure.
Good. Alright. I have no idea what runway 29 departure procedure is, so we'll have to look. I just noted it down, but I have no idea what it is. So let's have a look.
GA Heiners request taxi for west departure.
Smooth, thank you.
Information to that.
The IFR part, I'm a bit more familiar with. The VFR part, I'm very not familiar with the phraseology.
Taxi via Alpha runway 2.
Morro Bay. It's okay for a Morro Bay in here. Morro Bay. I guess that's a VOR, right? This one, Morro Bay. Okay. So this is the Morro Bay. We'll clear it up with him, but I want to get an idea first how it works. So let's see. If I go for departure, runway 29er. It's actually only the CREP 3 departure that's available for us. Okay, that's good. So CREP 3 is what we want. CREP 3, Morro Bay.
435 Santa Barbara clearance departure frequency. Correction, auto departure, fly runway heading. Maintain VFR at or below 3,000. Departure frequency 120.55. Squawk 1461.
Okay, so runway 29er procedure. This is the CREP 3. I clicked the wrong one. 1 second. Okay, this is where we are coming from. Okay. So we'll be going from
clearance November 128 IFR to Los Angeles.
west course to Crep and flight position. Okay, so looks like we'll be going through here. Runway 29er is northwest bound, right? 290 to Crep, and then we'll go to Sojsu and Morro Bay. That's a very interesting waypoint, an X there. First time I've seen that. So that's the one we're following, that departure. And then once we're in Morro Bay, we'll go direct to the airport. Okay, so it's a Crep 3 departure. Our nav to Crep is probably our runway
maintain 3,000.
Runway clearance.
Expect 10,000, 5
or
minutes after
takeoff
departure.
clearance.
Departure frequency 119.6. Squawk 2712.
Alright, so let's see. Procedures, departure.
Sorry,
you want the Crep
I
3?
yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't have the Seaward to departure. If you can work
Morro
out
Bay
something
is
else,
Mike
I'm
Quebec
willing to
Oscar. Mike Quebec Oscar. Okay, so that's exactly. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, indeed. So we have our nav to Crep, to Sojsu, and then Morro Bay, and then direct to our to Zipper, and then Santa Maria.
Santa Monica
Okay,
Tower,
that looks
Cessna
good.
6111 Quebec with information uniform on the VOR Alpha for full stop landing.
6111 Quebec.
Love it.
Santa Monica
I
Tower,
love the
121, clear to
communications. So now when we say we're ready to taxi, we should say with Alpha,
We're
right?
1128 Palomar, clearance delivery, clear to the Los Angeles airport on departure, flighting 245. Radar vectors to Mission Bay 293 radial, and then as filed. Maintain 3,000, expect 10,000, 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.6.
Let's plug in our stuff. I forgot to plug in the stuff. My bad. 2317.
on departure, flighting
There you go.
245,
And the departure is 124.15. I plug that in later as we switch to tower.
119.6,
And I think 4,000 feet. Okay, we've been cleared to 4,000 feet. Let's double check that the departure doesn't have vertical constraints. No, okay, it's just following the waypoints. Okay, good. All right. So let's go. San Luis ground, arrow 4131 Charlie, ready to taxi with Alpha.
4131 Charlie, San Luis ground, with 29 taxi via Alpha.
Runway 29 taxi via Alpha, arrow 4131 Charlie. I again didn't know if they used my short name or not. It's too much, guys. It's too much.
Santa Barbara Tower, TVM 935 to 1 Romeo is ready. Holding short runway 25.
5201 Romeo, Santa Barbara Tower, runway 25, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 25. 5201 Romeo.
Okay, do this.
Santa Barbara ground, Sky 1743 Foxtrot at the south ramp by Atlantic Aviation, ready to taxi.
November 1743 Foxtrot, Santa Barbara ground, with 25 taxi via Bravo Alpha Golf.
Bravo Alpha Golf, runway 25, 1743 Foxtrot.
Okay, landing gear. Of course, it's down, 3 greens, but it helps, no? Let's do our checks. Gas, undercarriage. We have flaps still extended, so let's retract that fully. Our trims. Let's make sure that's in the middle, somewhere
San
there.
Bernardino Tower, 28 Quebec, holding short at runway 24 for west departure.
Mixture. Let's go full mixture. Props
288
full
Quebec,
as well.
Palomar Tower, runway
Okay.
24, clear for takeoff.
Oh, there's someone there.
Clear for takeoff,
Yeah.
runway 24, 288
PilotEdge. Awesome stuff. I'm loving this.
Palomar Tower, Skyhawk 9057, Papa Kilo, ILS.
Okay. Let's go ahead and turn on our.
November
You know what?
957
Let's
Papa
do
Kilo,
that later.
Palomar Tower, runway 24, clear
Let's
to
do
left.
that later.
Clear to land 24957, Papa Kilo.
Good.
San
What are you guys talking about? X55 Rhino.
5105 near the FBO. Ready to taxi for departure to the west with Quebec for the Cat 7.
Nice.
5105, San Bruno ground, runway 24, taxi via Echo Alpha.
Runway 24, taxi via Echo Alpha, 5105.
Yeah, probably will be missing them or what. Sorry, it's too much text for my brain at the moment.
Palm Beach
Alright.
ground, Arrow 22196.
Switch to
Down
tower.
ramps at Delta and Kilo. Taxi IFR, we've got X-ray.
32196, Long Beach ground, runway 2, cross runway 30, taxi via Delta Foxtrot, cross runway 26 left.
Alright, we're going to runway 30 at Delta Foxtrot, and we'll cross 26 left.
San Luis Tower, Arrow 4131 Charlie, ready for departure, runway 29.
November 4131 Charlie, San Luis Tower, runway 29, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 29, Arrow 4131 Charlie.
01 Romeo, ready to contact departure.
He didn't tell me RNAV to CREP, but okay. We'll just follow that departure procedure.
Palmer ground, November 128 at the North GA ramp radio.
Oh, but I forgot to plug in the departure frequency here.
128, Palmer ground, runway 24, taxi November.
15.
Runway 24, taxi November,
Okay.
November 128.
Right? Looking good. I can actually pretend that I stopped to line up. And not that I forgot to plug in a frequency. Airspeed's alive. I forgot everything I should have done.
Kilo, John Wayne clearance delivery on departure flight
8220,
maintain VFR out below
My bad.
2,400. Departure frequency 128.1, squawk 4430.
There we go.
One departure flight 220, VFR out below 2,400, 128.1,
Stable 8, you're up.
Cherokee 293.
Climb to 4,000 feet.
Kilo, read back correct.
Let's turn on autopilot so that I don't have much workload.
Number 31 Charlie, contact Santa Barbara departure.
Quebec, clear of runway 21.
I think we've been told to go to
31 Charlie,
departure.
contact Santa Barbara departure.
Going to departure, 31 Charlie.
1 Quebec, taxi Alpha, remain as frequency.
Taxi via Alpha will remain on this frequency, 61 Quebec.
3,000 feet.
2904.
01 Romeo, roger, cancel altitude restriction, resume on navigation.
Cancel altitude
The
restriction.
autopilot in the Arrow is so
Remain on
weird.
navigation,
It's like
501 Romeo.
so aggressive with the turning. San Luis departure, Arrow 4131 Charlie, 1,300 climbing 4,000.
4131 Charlie, Santa Barbara departure, radar contact.
Good. Okay, so we're nav to CREP. And then we'll turn around. Good. Should be a comedian. I think he would qualify. Yeah. Good. Fuel pump off, landing light off. Let's turn off that blinking thing. Turning on the automatic gear extension for emergencies in case we slow down. And what I forgot to reset was the timer for the fuel. Awesome.
412 Quebec, Lima, I just shot you right through the localizer. Turn left, long way around, heading 110, intercept the localizer.
294. 294 should be... That one is our course.
Long way around. No altitude for the approach to Quebec Lima.
Yeah, 110 to intercept the localizer.
Yeah, 110 to re-intercept localizer.
It's great just to listen to the communications, right? And always we have the traffic in here, so we are aware if there's someone nearby.
Transition into the Ontario Class Charlie airspace en route to Almonte. We're west of Santa Bernardino at 2,100 feet.
Number 288 Quebec, SoCal approach,
Fuel
squawk
tanks.
1605.
Yeah.
1605.
Let's do one more round. Stay in the right tanks for now. It's a long way around. Can they not tell us go direct? It's a long way around this one.
Quebec, Lima is 8 miles from Silex, maintain 4,000 till established on the localizer.
Yeah, the voice chatter makes it so real. Sorry, I can't approve that OST, family-friendly channel, but I read it. Thank you, I definitely agree. Looking good. Let's pull back on the mixture a bit. Keep the EGT for climb. We are almost at 4,000, so let's not to shoot past that. Pulling back on the throttle, pulling back on the RPM. 2200, yeah, that looks good. And we'll trim it here as necessary.
SoCal departure, November 1 and 28 at 1,400, climbing 3,000.
There you go. Trim it down. Thank goodness we have such good weather today.
1128 SoCal
Because if we
departure.
had gusty winds, I would be panicking all over because the arrow does not allow the vertical, does not control altitude hold, right? I have to manage it on my own. So autopilot is a bit limited. But it's fun. Fun as heck.
1743 Foxtrot at 1,300.
1743 Foxtrot, Santa Barbara approach. Roger.
Any chance going direct?
419 Echo Romeo Connect, Santa Maria Tower 118.3.
Over to tower, 118.3.
A cheat on the autopilot. Yeah, the autopilot hold. I don't want to cheat it that way though. If it's not in the real thing.
Charlie, say approach request, Santa Maria.
4131 Charlie, we're looking. Standby please. We don't really have an approach request yet at Santa Maria.
Papa, stand by the Jenny 5 arrival.
Let's have a look. Keep my altitude here. I am actually overshooting it. Let's see.
1128, I'm present, heading intercept, and join the Mission Bay 293 radial.
Roger, I will join the Mission Bay 293 radial, November 1 and 28.
121.15 is the ATIS.
Down 87, 2 back here, thanks.
Let's go and listen in.
Sky condition, clear. Temperature 12, dew point 8. Altimeter 3007.
43
Arriving and
cancel
departing runway 30.
navigation.
Visual approaches in use.
Canceling altitude restriction, doing my
Backhaul runway assignment and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information hotel.
124.7 Charlie Golf Foxtrot Whiskey Sierra.
Santa Maria Public Airport. ATIS Information Hotel. 0151 Zulu. Wind 300 at 5.
Mogul approach, Charlie Golf Foxtrot Whiskey Sierra, level 5,000.
Temperature 12, dew point 8. Altimeter 3007.
Whiskey Sierra,
arriving and departing runway 30. Visual approaches in use.
Camarilla team,
read backhaul runway assignment and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact.
Okay, I think we have it. It's just request for a visual approach for 30. Arrow 4131 Charlie would like to request the runway 30 visual approach to Santa Maria.
31 Charlie, you can expect that. Turn left heading 130.
Thank you. Turn left heading 130, expecting 30 visual at Santa Maria. Arrow 4131 Charlie. Okay. 130. Let's do that. And let's pull up because I'm going to lose a lot of altitude because of how sharp this plane is turning. I don't really like the new autopilot. It is so aggressive. Beechcraft Bonanza improvement mod. That's a very nice mod. Yes, definitely agree. Oh, that's so great. My goodness, the views. Yeah, you get all the air traffic control accuracy in realism and all the sceneries working great with PilotEdge and Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's amazing. Thank you guys for sharing this experience with me. Wow.
SoCal departure Cherokee 293 Kilo 1500 climbing 2400.
Did we lean our mixture already? I forgot. Let's do it again, just in case I missed it.
Kilo SoCal approach, John Wayne altimeter 3002.
Yes, we did. Not so much, to be honest. Okay, there you go.
288 Quebec, still not seeing you. Do you want to check that transponder for me?
Okay, Star Citizen.
288 Quebec.
Is that for like the... Is that like a Kickstarter?
1605, 288 Quebec.
Star Citizen has been in development for quite some time, hasn't it? 130 on the heading. We are 130. Yes, okay. Look at the glide range. So varied because of the mountains. Switch tanks. Yes, we decided to wait for the next one. So another, I guess, 10 minutes before we switch tanks. Because the right tank was a bit full. Yeah, 8 minutes more. So we can expect a visual approach to runway 30.
SoCal approach, Skyhawk 5105, just west out of San Bernardino. What's requested?
Runway 30 visual. Let's just load that, but not...
5105, SoCal approach, go ahead.
But not
just request Ontario Class
activated yet.
C transition to El Monte.
That's the one. So we'll probably be joining, I don't know, left downwind.
5105, squawk 4076.
Something like that.
4076.
San Barbara departure, Cessna 419 Echo Romeo on the mist for the localizer, DME back course Alpha.
49 Echo Romeo, roger, execute master approach procedures published.
Execute as published, 9 Echo Romeo.
I'm not sure what they're planning for us. Are we going to be crossing this water? It sounds dangerous.
Kilo cancel altitude restriction, resume on navigation.
Oh, now altitude 30 kilo.
Maybe let's start preparing for the frequencies on the other side. Is there an approach frequency? It's a bit bumpy here with the downwinds and the downdrafts and updrafts from the mountains. Are we going to be transferred to center? I have my doubts because it's too short a flight.
SoCal approach, Skyhawk 5105 is squawking 4076.
So I think what I'll plug in is the tower, 18.3.
North of the Paradise Viewer. 88 Quebec, I have you there now. Radar contact 11 northwest of the Paradise Viewer.
Releasing after Star Citizen. Man, look at that view. There's someone in front of us. We will be missing them based on the relative movement. See there, but we should see them pretty close, I think. They are now 6 miles away from us. I don't see them though.
SoCal departure, good evening. Arrow 32196, 1600, we're climbing 3000.
32196, SoCal departure, radar contact. I don't know if we'd call it a good evening, but climb and maintain 4,000.
Up to 4,000. Problem?
It's been a busy night, let's just say that.
Hey, firm.
Let's check with departure.
01 Romeo, connect point Migo approach 124.7.
124.7. Thank you so much.
See him on our left here. See, it's so hard to find, right? Even if they're right next to us. Departure, Arrow 4131 Charlie. We're on heading 130. Want us to move it somewhere?
31 Charlie, I'll be vectoring you pretty much all the way to the airport now.
Okay, cool. Thank you. 31 Charlie.
SoCal approach, TBM 935 to 01 Romeo.
developing core engine features. So you can
5201 Romeo, call sign altitude on every check-in, please.
Call approach TBM 935 to 01 Romeo at 15,000 feet.
Or 5201 Romeo, SoCal approach.
That's what I don't want to happen. I don't want to be told off. I'm too scared.
3003.
It's all in good good faith, right? So yeah, if we look here, our glide distance, we'll be making land, but I'm not too comfortable crossing the water here. It's a bit dangerous, isn't it? If you're not in gliding range of land. Alright, it is night in California, true. They did say, I also was a bit curious about that. They did say that it was okay to fly in any time, have any time in the sim. It's not an issue, thankfully, because I don't want to be just flying at night. Listen to ATIS again.
Airport. 8 is Information Hotel. 0151
because I see a lot of fog.
0 at 5. Visibility 9er. Sky condition clear. Temperature 12. Dew point 8. Altimeter 3007. Arriving and departing runway 30. Visual approaches in use. Read backhaul runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have Information Hotel.
Okay, we have hotel. It's 9 statute miles visibility, so we can definitely expect less visibility than usual. I'm not sure if it should be that foggy, but we'll see. Okay, looks like we are within gliding range. That's the airport I started with, guys. Lima 52. Not sure where that is. Westbound. You guys see anything? I sure don't.
Jet 211, connect Denver Center 127.02, good night.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get into Star Citizen. I was thinking of it when I was very much into Elite Dangerous. But yeah, Flight Sim took over everything. Switching tanks? Are we switching tanks soon? Let's double check. 2 minutes, okay. Good.
SoCal approach, Cessna 288 Quebec, request frequency change for the ATIS for El Monte.
288 Quebec, yeah, that's approved. Let me know when you're back.
SoCal, check you through Kilo, request northbound coastal route through LX, Bravo.
3 Whiskey Kilo, clear through the LA Bravo airspace, northbound coastal route, maintain 6,500.
Clear through Bravo, northbound coastal route.
Okay, we're safe now. We have land. Our glide range is within land now again. So looks like they'll be, vectoring us towards the, probably joining left downwind for runway 30. Let's double check that. So let's say waypoint info runways.
31 Charlie, fly heading 110.
Left turn heading 110, 31 Charlie.
419 Echo Romeo, I can take your intentions whenever you're ready.
Let's see, we'll probably take the, we'll go our alternate of San Luis Obispo. We'll fly the VOR Tech An Alpha into there.
Still 4,000 feet, just pulling the yoke a bit.
Airport via left turn direct, Morro Bay VOR direct, maintain 4,000.
Left turn direct Morro Bay, maintain 4,000, 9 Echo Romeo.
30.
Echo Romeo, read back, correct.
Yeah, left traffic is left 30. Unless maybe they're just really vector us in, and we don't even need to join the traffic pattern, right? Yeah, that's most likely what will happen. So if we're in IFR, then we'll probably not join the traffic pattern. We'll be vectored in, straight in, runway 30. That would be cool.
720, so Cal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 13,000.
13,000, November 720.
Why do you fly with such an offset?
SoCal departure, stack 1127 Bravo.
What do you mean, Steve? From the flight plan? From the legs? Yeah, it's because we were given vectors by ATC. So we are flying in the general direction, but they're vectoring us. Yeah. So they have different plans for us. for spacing, for
SoCal 128.1 November.
whatever their reason is.
127 Bravo, SoCal departure, radar contact.
SoCal Cal approach, Cessna 288 Quebec, request frequency change to El Monte Tower.
288 Quebec, radar service terminated, connect El Monte Tower.
Fuel tanks, there we go.
Connect to
Let's
El
check.
Monte Tower.
Yeah, right tank is less, so we switch to left tank. Looks good. Oh my goodness, look at that fog, guys. That does not seem 9 statute miles to me. Visibility.
At 10,000.
But then we're in IFR.
128 SoCal approach,
So we'll
showing
see.
altimeter 3002.
It's complicated. Yeah, real, fake, real world. Yes, that's a good description for it. As real as it gets, guys, as real as it gets. So yes, sorry guys, we're shooting past the normal time of the stream. I didn't estimate it so much. Didn't estimate it well enough, but hope you guys are okay to extend a few minutes.
32196, direct Santa Monica VOR.
Direct Santa Monica VOR.
So I think I can activate the thing here now.
128 cross Steel Beach at maintain 7,000.
Activate approach.
Alright, cross Steel Beach at 7,000
There you go. 303 course. There you go.
And Santa Barbara departure 9 Echo Romeo, we've got Alpha at San Luis Obispo.
So that's the extended runway center line. You can see all the traffic in PilotEdge. Oh, we have one to our left. Let me know if you guys see it. 400 feet below us.
720, turn heading 360.
Nice, pretty close to us. Oh my goodness.
November 520 Romeo, contact SoCal approach 134.2.
Can you repeat the frequency 521 Romeo?
November 5201 Romeo, contact SoCal approach 134.2.
134.2.
Can't stand for this. My bad.
Here, contact SoCal approach 134.2.
134.2, Charlie Golf Foxtrot, Whiskey Sierra.
November 1127 Bravo, climb and maintain 4,000, clear direct Popper.
Climbing 4,000, clear direct Popper, Scott, 1127 Bravo.
SoCal approach, Charlie Golf Foxtrot, Whiskey Sierra, level 6,000.
Oh, there's traffic. I see traffic. I see the traffic below me. Yeah, there's
Charlie, Santa Maria Airport, 12 o'clock, 5 miles.
Airport in sight, 431 Charlie.
Number 5131 Charlie, clear visual approach, runway 30, contact Santa Maria Tower.
Cleared for visual approach, runway 30, going to tower, 431 Charlie, thank you.
November 03 Papa, contact SoCal approach 134.2.
Switch to tower. How many miles away are we? 5 miles to the south? No, to the west. 5 miles to the west. Santa Maria Tower, Arrow 4131 Charlie. 5 miles to the west, inbound for runway 30, visual approach.
4131 Charlie, Santa Maria Tower, enter left downwind, runway 30, clear to land.
Left downwind, runway 30, clear to land, 4131 Charlie. Nice. I am pretty high though. Slower down here. No overtime. Yeah, you guys get no overtime either. I don't as well. Alright, let's go and prepare for this one. There's the runway. Let's go and prepare.
196, east ramp.
I'm going to do the landing gear extension a bit early again. Just to increase the drag, slow us down a bit more for a faster descent. We're basically on downwind here now. So that's good. And the airport elevation is airport elevation is 261, so we should be at 1,200, 1,300 for pattern altitude. We have been cleared to land, so that's good. Yeah, we should be okay. Hopefully not. Different kind of high, guys. Different kind of high. At least I hope so. Maybe it's the same effect. 800 feet per minute. That's a more calm, more acceptable descent rate for a non-pressurized plane.
25212, holding short runway 29 at Alpha. Ready for takeoff, VFR to the east.
25212 San Luis Tower left, downwind departure approved, runway 29.
Right, we are left down. Yes, we are on the left downwind for runway 30. That's runway 30.
Clear for takeoff, Piper 25212.
St. Louis Tower,
let's get one notch of flaps in.
November 5411 Hotel, reporting details, left downwind, runway 29.
5411 Hotel, San Luis Tower, runway 29, clear for the option.
Oh, there's there are aircrafts landing at San Luis where we came from.
Tower.
It's sad we weren't on the same. We weren't there at the same time.
5201 Romeo. Roger, standby. Or 5201 Romeo, Burbank Tower. Make straight in, runway 8, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 8, 5201 Romeo.
Good. Still a bit high, getting there. One more notch of flaps. Door checks. Gas. Yes. That looks like the fullest tank. Undercarriage, we have 3 greens. Flaps will follow.
Tower, Scott,
Mixture.
10 miles to the east
Prop.
with
Full forward. Looking good. Start turning here.
November 5105, El Monte Tower, enter a left base, runway 19er, clear to land.
Left base for runway, I'm sorry, did you say 19?
Good. We have been cleared to land, right?
Cessna 74 November is left midfield downwind, runway 24.
One man tower, Charlie Golf Foxtrot, Whiskey Sierra, inbound, visual approach 30.
Charlie Golf, Foxtrot, Whiskey Sierra, Wyman Tower, runway 30, clear to land.
Runway 30, clear to land, Charlie Golf Foxtrot, Whiskey Sierra.
Fullerton Tower, Cessna 74
That's
November
busy,
is
busy. And I'm super high.
downwind, runway 24.
74 November, runway 24, cleared for the option.
Landing lights turn
the
on
option,
as
this will
well.
be a low approach, thanks,
Let's
74
check.
November.
Thank you.
Yeah, Sarah, 303 pop on the visual 16 right. 303 pop, Van Nuys Tower, 16 right, clear to land.
Is there someone
right,
holding short? Yeah, there's someone holding short. Nice. Pretty steep. Let's lower it down. Too late to ask if we're clear to land now.
Runway 30, ready for departure. Texas 196, Santa Maria Tower, northeast mount departure approved, runway 30, clear for takeoff. Northeast departure, runway 30, clear for takeoff. Texas 196.
I think that's that guy. Oh, sorry. Way out of
Monty
the
Tower,
center
Scott
line.
5105. Did you clear me to land on 19 after that left base?
Affirmative, left base 19, clear to land number 5105.
Go to land 19, 5105.
I'll turn left here at Bravo 5. Just make sure I don't miss it. I think it's this one. See butter, yeah, thanks to the good weather. Thank you. Okay. And we'll stop here after we cross the hold short line.
31 Charlie, taxi via Echo, remain as frequency, have a good night.
Taxi via Echo, remaining with you. Thank you, have a good night. Arrow 31 Charlie. Nice. Awesome, guys. Thank
Camarillo
you.
Tower, Arrow 10, Charlie 10
fun.
miles east with Oscar, full
You can
stop.
see traffic in there.
10 Charlie, Camarillo Tower, make straight in, runway 26, cleared to land.
There he is.
Straight in 26, clear to land, 10 Charlie.
Was that a TBM? Super cool. Yeah, you can see traffic clearly. Outside, DCAS, traffic advisories, everything works. Amazing. Did barely make a sound when you touched down. Softly in your Spitfire. And here I thought you were praising my landing. Had a blast. Same here, Steve. Same here. Thank you for staying, everybody. Sorry for the late But thank you for staying a few extra minutes. I had a ton of fun. My goodness, what the heck is up with this one? Something looks wrong with this airport. Is this like a
5033 Whiskey, San Luis Ground, clear to Santa Maria Airport.
Daytona track or something?
To Morro Bay, then direct, maintain 4,000.
Let's see if we can climb through here. Oh my goodness, that is steep.
2515.
Oh crap!
Alright, clear to the Santa Maria Airport via the runway 29 departure procedure, Morro Bay direct, 4,000, 124.15 and 2515.
Is that enough?
33 Whiskey.
Okay, never mind. We'll stop here.
01 Romeo, taxi via Delta, cross runway 15, monitor ground.
Delta, cross runway 15, monitoring ground. 5201 Romeo.
13 Papa, taxi via Alpha, remain as frequency.
Maybe let's not stay there. Let's go here instead.
Cessna 74 November is left midfield downwind runway 24.
74 November, runway 24.
There we go. Alright, let's go there instead. I think that's a bit safer, right?
Tower, November 5411, hotel reporting midfield, left downwind runway 29er.
11 Hotel, runway 29 cleared for the option.
Here for the option, runway 29er.
As long as we get on the taxiway, I think it should be fine.
Finish Tower, November 128 on the visual 25 left.
1128 LA Tower, runway 25 left, cleared to land.
Alright, 25 left, clear to land, November 128.
Alright, I think we're okay here. That was fun.
Burbank Tower, Arrow 22106.
Arrow, nice.
Visual for runway 8, full stop.
32106, Burbank Tower, runway 8, cleared to land.
Runway 8, cleared to land, 5106.
Awesome. I think we're good there. Anything else I missed? No, I think we're good. Turn off the magnetos. Turn off the fuel tank.
Ground, Baron 5033 Whiskey's ready for taxi with Zulu.
And no more radios because we turned off avionics. That is synchronized. Awesome. Good. So yes, thank you guys for joining me on this very action-packed stream. Finished 2 certifications, 2 ratings. Did an IFR flight in PilotEdge. My goodness, it's next level, huh? Full availability of controllers, so much traffic going on, so much communications, and yeah, it's like this every time. As long as you have the as long as you're within the coverage zone and the coverage timing. Alright, thank you, have a good night. Catch you guys in 2 days for some trucking. Very different vibe, but yes, appreciate the company. Have a good one. Clumsy flying, and catch you soon, guys. Thanks.